And here he is, direct from some sort of dark dimension. Pum'Kin Guy.
Hey, how's it going? Dude, it's pre-turkey day. Everybody dive into the food. I'm hungry already. You.
Greetings, PG and John. Wow, 37 moods and counting. Here is to another 37 months of PG wisdom and Ding Rage. Jim happy, Jim clap, Jim pills happy.
Dana Rage, what's up? Thank you. 38 moons. I don't know what's that. Oh, that's a streak. All right, never mind. Ow. What's up? Good vibes. What's up? How's it going? I expect a slow day. Don't expect a lot of people to be showing up. You know, everyone's traveling. They got to go to houses and homes and I don't know, caves. Where do people have Thanksgiving? Like other than houses, homes, apartments. Under bridges, you know. What's up? Max Marvel, hi, Bree, what's up? Broodwitch, what's up? Curve Planet, Phoenix Row, what's up? Some Ghost Chick, what's up? Hi, Joey Panda, Curve Planet. Dennis, hi, what's up? Your words, Joey, easy mode. Easy mode, this is an easy mode. Look at it, I'm crippling myself here. Ah, all right. I just want to have a food fight. I really wish I could just pick this stuff up and start throwing it at you. Here, take some yams. Oh, come on, it'd be fun. We got to make it more interactive. In the future. You.
Hey, Pum'Kin Guy. Hope you're well. I may have gotten a raise, though I won't know until my pay stub becomes available. But my direct deposit came early, and it's heavier than usual.
Nice.
Sadly, my friend lost her dog.
Just now after putting him down. I don't know. I guess it's a good news, bad news sort of day. There you go. Hey, good on the raise, though. Hey, especially around the holidays. Dude, I looked up news. You know what news I got? Black Friday. That's it. It's like everything. Every news organization. Go.
I would have Thanksgiving in a grocery store, but apparently that is against Thanksgiving rules. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
2
right?
years. You are madness.
It's been 2 years since I refound you.
2 years. Thank you. Thank you, Bria. I appreciate. Thank you for refinding us. Have some potatoes. Oh, man. Hey, Zeruchi, what's up? How's it going? Pretty tricky day. Don't overwork yourself. Well, we're trying. We're trying to be easy. Hey, no, news on that front. News on the front. Hey, we went to a doctor. We went to a specialist. A specialist is super special, right? Their office was immaculate. I've never seen something so clean in my entire life. I was like, what? Like, it was insane. Like, I feel like people in hazmat suit comes in there and just, like, cleans everything up spotless. Dude, you couldn't find DNA anywhere. It was crazy. All right, but aside from that, weird thing. You go in there and, you know, there's the pre-talking to people, doctors, people to come in and out and stuff like that. They go over your charts and stuff like that. And the first thing the doctor says when they sit down, they're like, you're kind of a mystery. And I'm like, what? What was that? What? I don't like that, especially when it comes to medical terms. They're like, we're not sure. All right. But, you know, aside from that awkward moment, you know, right? Kerflat is like, that's not good. What do you mean I'm a mystery? No, but aside from that, they basically seem determined to figure out what the issue is. So, you know, there's a plan moving forward. We're going to get all sorts of new scans, super scans. Then they're going to do some other weird stuff, but then they got a plan beyond a plan if it's not what they think it might be, but it could be something else. And if it is something else, there's a plan for that too. So there you go. They look, here's the impression I got. I felt like they wanted to find out what was wrong as opposed to saying, well, whatever, you know, physical therapy, question mark. Just go on your way. Good luck. You know, they're like, we're going to get to the bottom of this. I'm like, yes, finally. Yeah, that only took 6 years. Dude, it's really terrible when you go to doctor upon doctor. Go, what's up?
I had a similar experience. Went to a pulmonologist a year ago. Doc says I'm not asthmatic, so sent me for blood work and tests. Never heard the results. I guess the doc still doesn't have answers.
All right. Yeah. Apparently you got to do your own legwork now. Go. Crazy K, 82 moons. What's up? Thank you. I appreciate. Sora, what's up? Hi. Thank you. No, but that was good. At least I left there with confidence that it piqued their interest enough for them to pursue it. You know? Because there's two type of doctors. Most of them are just like, no, we're not really sure. And then there's the other ones who are like, no, what the hell is this? I want to know, you know? And finally, we got a, what the hell is this? I want to know kind of doctor. So I'm happy about that. I'm excited. Hey, anonymous. Gifted subs. No, why did it say anonymous? No, that was Sora. Thank you. Oh, God, is there alert issues? Thank you for gifting subs. Princess Sud, you got the subs. Zombie Snow White got the sub. Boom. Make sure the candy doesn't get in the potatoes. Just saying. Oh, we're on a hype train. Ooh, we're on level 3 already? Yo, I didn't even know. All right, Susie June's back. Hey. I think other people found the other one kind of awkward. Like, it's kind of weird. The insurance companies tells doctors what they can do. Yeah, apparently, you know, that is the case, but this doctor seemed pretty determined, so I'm happy about that.
Just follow up with their office if you don't hear results. They are usually flooded with paperwork and you can fall down the cracks.
Yeah, but the impression I got is that I wouldn't. That's the good thing. They were like, because they're a specialist, they basically deal with a certain base kind of clientele. So it's not like they got 5,000 people they're dealing with every week. There's like 15. So hopefully it'll work out. Asp, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving. Hey, there you go. Doctors are afraid to say things because insurance is such a nightmare to go through. Yeah, this one doesn't seem to care about insurance. They're just like, we're going to do this. And if that doesn't work, we're going to do this. You know? They already pushed something through because it was like the results that we had weren't conclusive. So they're just like, no, we really got to find out what this is going. You know, so they're like, brr. You know, because anytime they submit a claim for healthcare stuff, it's got to be under a certain code, or they're just like, no, you know. So that's important. But I don't know. We're not going to know until, God, probably maybe the first week of December. So that's going to be a while. Dawn's here. What's up?
Hey, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, see, we prepared.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we got salad over there. We got your yams. You got the carrots that you never eat.
Can I have some of
No, not till tomorrow.
1, 2, 3. Pennies from you to me. Thank you.
Let's go. Thank you.
Just to hear it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
my Thanksgiving now?
Yeah.
What up, Dawn?
Hi, what up?
What up? What up? What up? Oh, robots.
So I just
People
wanted-
say hi. What?
I wanted to wish everyone a very peaceful Thanksgiving.
Peaceful of cake.
They say you shouldn't, you know, it's like wishing someone a happy holiday, like happy Thanksgiving or a Merry Christmas, because not everybody is happy during that time of year. So if you just say have a peaceful, it's a lot less stressful. They don't feel stressed to be happy. You could be miserable, but as long as it's peaceful.
So you're telling me I can't tell people to be happy during the holidays?
No, you can.
Happy holidays.
But it's just
Merry everything.
You know, some people
The pressure.
they aren't very merry. this
Well,
time
the
of
people
year.
I deal with, you know what? If they're not married this time of year, they should be mature enough to know that I'm not assaulting them with them with happiness. What's up?
Okay, who else here is choosing violence?
Well, I know everyone is against turkeys this time of year. What's up?
Peaceful Thanksgiving.
Yay, peaceful Thanksgiving.
I wish you all a peaceful Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm going with happy.
You could be happy.
I'm going to be happy. Gonna be stuffing my face. I'm going to be swimming in mashed potatoes. It's going to be great. Plus, we got 2 kinds of pie. Hey, get the hell off me. No, look, no.
It's the time of year to be thankful.
No, that's Christmas.
And give hugs.
No,
Come on.
thankfulness doesn't have anything to do with
Give
hugs.
me a hug.
No.
Come on.
Get.
Come on.
No, dude, you're
Hug me.
getting your skin flakes into the yams. Get out of here.
Hug me.
No.
Hug me.
Cover these up.
Seymour.
Seymour.
Hug me.
Get out of here. Just we got 2 kind of pies waiting for us. 2 kinds. We got, what is it?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin,
and,
allegedly.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato. I have to opt for the sweet potato because
We should probably, you take a slice of pumpkin.
No.
I'll take a slice, of sweet potato. All right. Actually, you should probably take the slice of sweet potato.
yeah, thanks.
I'll take the slice of
Insensitive much? Wow.
Pumpkin. Then we'll,
Hey, pumpkin guy, have some pumpkin pie. Ah!
then we'll cut that piece and we'll share it so we each get to have a little bit.
No,
Why not?
no, because I don't want pumpkin pie. Cannibal. What's up? Astral High, what's up? You got blueberry pie. Blueberry! Oh, that's what we got to tell them to make one year. Let's see if we can plant the seeds of blueberry.
No, I don't like.
Oh, this one doesn't
I
like the
don't
fruit
like
pies.
Fruit pie.
I don't like fruit pies. Dude, you never had one of those little Drake's fruit pies from back in the day when
no.
you get them at lunch and stuff like that were encrusted with sugar and all sorts of goodness? Those things were awesome, dude.
No, I never liked those. I
Be
never
my,
liked those.
be my pumpkin pie.
No. Thank you.
I never.
What about
liked-
chocolate silk pie? Pudding pie?
But that's good.
What about
yes.
coconut cream pie?
Fine. I don't like.
What about
fruits.
cannoli pie? There's
No,
cannoli pie, chat.
No, nothing with fruits inside. This
What?
consistency
What about
doesn't
apple?
Work for me. Nope. Nope.
What? Dude, that's
No.
like a quintessential staple of America.
Apples shouldn't be warm.
It's American as apple pie,
Apples
which
shouldn't be
came from the
warm
Dutch. Like,
Unless it's cider.
what? Oh, God. Warm cider?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's like ovening an apple. It's weird. I know apple pie. I'm just messing with people. What's that? You're like, you cook apple, pumpkin guy? Those are warm? Well, now if you put them in the fridge afterwards. All right, there you go.
Tiramisu. There you go.
Tiramisu. What? That's not a pie. That's like its own standalone dessert.
Yeah,
That doesn't quantify-
It's not a cake.
Yeah, it's a pastry.
It's a pastry.
I feel like it's a
Oh,
pastry.
it's a pastry.
Yeah, it's not a pie. Nobody says, yeah, give me a pie of tiramisu. You know? But they did it with cannoli, so there's a potential to bridge that gap.
And what's
Yeah.
the difference? Look, someone said, look, Glasgow says peach cobbler. What's the difference between a cobbler and a pie? What's the inherent difference? Is it that the cobblers have no tops?
No, they're made by shoemakers.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's what they're called. Shoemakers are cobblers. They don't make enough money, so they got to bake pies. God.
There's hobblers.
Hobblers?
Yeah,
People
those
with one leg?
No, those are the people that hobble.
They're
other
very
people with
unsteady?
sticks because they didn't pay their loan sharks.
Oh, I thought they were just unsteady
They're
cooks. They're hobblers. Hold on, guys. I got this. Just
No, that's wobbler.
wobblers?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got cobblers, hobblers, and wobblers.
Yeah. All right, I'm done. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
It sounds like we're entering Hogwarts territory. There's cobblers, hobblers, and wobblers. Dr. Seuss book.
I do not like green eggs and ham.
Yeah. Cobblers, hobblers, wobblers. And bobblers.
Ooh, like bobbleheads. There you go.
Yeah. All right, later. They're gone. Oh, good. And gobblers. People who can't control their saliva, slobblers. Does that work? I'm gonna be the next Dr. Seuss. Yeah, we did it.
Pies are made from pastry, rather than biscuit batter, and they are fully encased, with a crust at the top and the bottom, while cobblers typically only have a top and
There you go.
Top and the
see?
bottom. What cobblers typically only have? They only have a top.
Cobblers only have a top.
Yo, that's lazy, especially for people who work on feet. The whole thing is the bottom,
That's
right?
I feel bad when I get a pot pie. And it
Oh,
has a
dude,
top.
that is a pet peeve of mine. You get a pot pie and there's no like actual pie. It's just empty crap at the bottom covered by crust. I hate that. That's like having half a sandwich. You know, you pick up the sandwich and all the meat falls from the bottom. It's terrible. Nobody does that. Stop that. It's the worst.
All right.
Frog pie's not a thing. Ah,
Perfected my gobble.
no, you didn't. No, it needs work. Needs work.
No.
Yeah, no, it needs work. There's schools for that.
all hail the foamy and the pie ingredient
Hey.
pumpkin.
Thank you. Sundancer, thank you. 27 minutes. Go.
Agree. If you remove your bottom, please also remove your top.
Exactly. You know, it's all or nothing. Let me get coffee. Hey, I got two types of coffee. I got warm and cold. Yeah. Multitasking. Multitasking with the coffees. There's a little bit too much hip here, so I'm going to just wait. Okay, good. Oh my God, that's hot. Dude, that's so hot. Oh my God. Burned my palate. Megamaster, what's up? How's it going? So far, so good. I wonder if Foamy would like a pecan pie. Probably. That's it. Bum, 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 bum. What is the worst side you can get on Thanksgiving? Anybody gone to a Thanksgiving dinner where there's just this one weird, crazy side and you're like, I'm not eating that. But they put it on your plate anyway? They're like, no, you got to try it. And you're like, oh, And then you're like, yeah, it was a thing. Get your wallet ready because the Steam Autumn Sale is on now. Yeah, I looked. There wasn't anything I really needed. I did get the, what is it, West of Dead. It was made by the same people who did, what do you call it, the Hellboy game that has that really cool art style. The other game has a cool art style. It was like $3. I'm like, yeah, I kind of wanted to play it anyway. That was it. Like, other than that, I don't know where the medical bills are gonna fall, you know, so I'm just gonna be like, clamp it down.
Even when I have my warm pumpkin pie with a bunch of whipped cream, I don't eat the crust. That's why I prefer cobbler. For me, through worst wife is green bean casserole, and worst drink has to be turkey soda.
Turkey soda. Isn't that just called gravy? Oh yeah, Dawn had one of those, the gravy turkey Thanksgiving soda yesterday. Ugh, so weird. Oh, what are you gonna do? Thank you. Yeah, same people who made Hellboy. Web weird word. Yeah, but that was good. I was like, hey, let me just get it. Because why not? Other than that, there wasn't, like, I checked the wish list. There wasn't even any software I wanted where I was like, eh. But again, got to save my pennies. Hey, but I'm optimistic about this doctor crap, right? Because once we get the scans, we've got to move forward. We'll do a thing, and then I'm going to be like, boom. All right? Hopefully I get that switch that clicks in my head where I'm going to be like, all right, we're getting fit right now. Yeah? I feel like we've been pushing our limits with the atrophy for the last 20-something years. You know, at a certain point, you got to be like, yeah, let's make some life changes here. No, because I was thinking about, what if I got to get another job, man? You know? I wouldn't even be fit enough to get another job. You know? Got to get healthy. Get healthy, chat. After tomorrow. No, I'm stuffing my face tomorrow. There's no question about that. There's no question about that. Stuffing my face. See if I read that. I like that weird marshmallow fruit salad. I haven't had that in such a long time. Your grandparents used to make that, and it actually came out really good. We should try making that ourselves. What happens to a pumpkin when a large object is dropped on it? It gets squashed. Like, I haven't heard that before. Come on! This one over here with the squash jokes. Ugh. Ambrosia salad. There you go. That's what it's called. Ambrosia. That was really difficult to make back in the day. You guys realize, like, Jell-O desserts were considered luxuries in, like, the 1920s. Go.
After tomorrow, no wait after Christmas. Wait, no, after New Year's. Lol.
Yeah, there's that New Year's resolution. We're gonna get healthy. Yay. Yeah, okay. This year I mean it. We'll see. No, I feel like because there's this constant nagging thing that's just telling me in the back of my head, get healthier, bruh. Get healthier. You go and drop dead, you don't get healthier. I'm like, yeah, I know. Let's see. It's like having a little squirrel in the back of your ear just saying, ah! Oh, we got to see Scott Pilgrim, the Netflix thing. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so I'm not gonna. All right, but we watched it. We watched the whole thing. We binged it, right? We're laid up anyway. We had to just kind of sit and watch it. I'm going to say I really, really miss the pacing of Edgar Wright's film. The Scott Pilgrim film. Oh, my God. Yeah.
My first Thanksgiving with my ex-wife, I was way into Undertale, and we made the cinnamon butterscotch pie. That was amazing.
Butterscotch. I haven't had butterscotch in forever. I feel like I have to wait until I get my, what do you call it, Social Security before I can start whipping out the butterscotch. I feel like that's the only thing seniors have that is exclusive to them. Butterscotch candies. What? Dude, I haven't had butterscotch since an old person gave me butterscotch, and they're like, here, I have butterscotch candy. And I'm like, okay. Hey, Mega Master, happy Thanksgiving. Foamy ever access a multiverse and see Jermaine with Susie June as roommates? We have no idea what we're doing at this point. We're just trying to maintain scheduling. We got the cripple dipples. What are you going to do? Get coffee. Boom. I have to go for cold coffee now because my warm coffee's too warm. So gross. What the hell is it? All right, never mind. Now, what was the other weird thing that was happening? Go. Just tossing out there. Yeah. It's kind of a weird thing, man. What are you going to do? What was the other weird garbage that we were watching? Personally, I'd recommend you get Just Cause 2, Mirror's Edge, the original one, Brutal Legend, Shenmue 1 and 2, Destroy All Humans 1 and 2 remake. I would do Destroy All Humans, Brutal Legend we already have, Mirror's Edge isn't my thing, Just Cause 2, kind of not my thing. Shenmue's like, kind of, I'm like, what am I going to do with that? I wasn't a Shenmue person, What's my opinion on jalapeno cream cheese? Never had it, so I have no opinion. I've had jalapeno poppers that have cream cheese in it. So, I mean, that was adequate, if that makes any sense. Mario RPG is good. But it's not on Steam. It doesn't help me. I want Nintendo to put all their games on Steam. Come on. Oh, bump. What do I go to first? Yeah, were there any like weird hidden gems on Steam that people are like, dude, it's like 25 cents? Yeah. My husband has to work tomorrow. What? So I'll be getting up at 3 a.m. to start cooking. Nah, tomorrow already has been so exhausting. Oh, man. No, man, I hate that. Why do they got to make them work on Thanksgiving? That's not cool, bro. The old Tomb Raider games are like dollars. Yeah, there's a reason for that, though, Well, they're remastering the other ones. They're going to be coming out, I think, if they're not out already. Go.
I found this awesome manga/anime that combines the boys with Power Rangers called Go-Go-Loser Ranger. The anime should be coming out soon, I believe.
That's pretty good. I like it just from the title. I feel like that's what media is going to be moving forward. Just a lot of weird mashup kind of things like that where they just take the boys approach. Just make everything horrible. Got a new spin on everything, right? It's like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Thank you. I worked today, but it is from home. Too much paperwork. We'll try to take tomorrow off. Oh, God. Paperwork, the worst kind of work. I should probably go through the list. No, I should go through the list and see what's on there. Now, there's got to be some good games out there. Oh, hey, you know the Tim Burton sequel prequel thing that was going on with the Nightmare Before Christmas? Apparently, Tim Burton doesn't really want that to happen. They're not happy about it. There was a quote. They're like, hey, I don't want really people doing it. It's like, great, there's interest in it, but no. I'm like, there you go. So now everyone's going to have to wait for him to die before Disney is like, we're going to make another one. I want warm coffee, right? Still waiting on it. Hurry up and be drinkable. All right. It's almost there. It's almost there. That's very strong coffee. Why is this one back again? What are you going to do? Yeah, back from shopping. Some chicken wraps. Chicken wraps. There you go. Oh, God. Is anybody going to go running around on Black Friday to deal with the masses? Did anybody find any good Black Friday deals that I should know about? Remember, I'm on a budget. You tell me there's something really good for like 50 cents, I'm there, right? Anything over $20, I'm gonna balk at, Speaking of balk, what happened to Fairuza Balk? Another Power Rangers parody from 2000 was called, and I'm not kidding here, Mighty Motion Emo Rangers. That was probably pretty good. Check Steam, have game sales. Yeah, I know they got game sales, I just keep adding stuff to my wish list that people recommend, and I'm like, there's like 700 games on there, and I'm like, ugh. There's so many there. I wouldn't even have a lifetime to play those, Cyber Monday is my game. Cyber Monday. Yeah, you just sit down and just beep, 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 beep. Well, Amazon's been doing Black Friday all week. Like Black Friday week, pre-Black Friday. Best Buy is already doing it. It's like all the sales. Remember when Black Friday meant something? Oh, God. Dude, no, it's been crazy because I like look and it's like the week before everyone's like, sales are here. And I'm like, dude, I didn't even get food yet, man. I got to let me get into my, food coma happy place. And then I'll, want to look at sales because I can't do anything else. Yeah, Dallas for my nieces, they're on sale. Nice. Black Friday, Prime dropped. What? They don't want some of the money. They want all of the money. They're spreading Black Friday out now to reduce crowding. Nobody goes to stores anymore. Nobody goes to stores. Dude, the last couple of Black Fridays have been very civil in most places. Yeah. All right. Price drops. There you go. There's theories that Jack the Pumpkin King was 1 point victor from Corpse Bride. Yeah, that's, fan theories. What are you going to do? I'm buying online. All the merch is locked behind glass anyway. Yeah, isn't that some weird thing? You go to a store and you're like, yeah, I want that, and that. And it's like locked behind glass. You got to wait 15 minutes for somebody to come over with a key who ends up being some snot-nosed kid who barely can hold their job. And you're like, yeah, which one do you want, man? No, I got the wrong key, man. Hold on, I'll go get the manager. Manager, who's got the key, man, dude? And you're like, oh God, I just want that. I just want a Kindle for my kid, I'd be the one to get trampled. Yeah, we've done our time with mega sales and, day one openings and stuff and dealing with like toy collectors at toy stores and all that other crap. And then after a while, you're like, none of this is worth it. Yeah, but you could resell it for like 10 times as much. I don't care. I'm not going to step on somebody's skull for $50, To be fair, they really do lose their keys in box stores. Apparently, they don't let them have too many. Nope.
Unfortunately, they are locked for a reason, like some expensive toothbrushes.
That and razors. This is why I don't shave anymore, Because I'm like, I don't want to, call over somebody who's like 12 and I'm like, could you give me a razor? And you're like, why you want the razor for? You don't understand this yet, but I have face stubble, okay? So could you, with your almighty powerful key, unlock these razors so I can shave? You're like, well, I don't know. I'll have to ask a manager.
Oh, apparently at the Mall of America, Minnesota now has a Toys R Us again.
Yeah, I don't know. Little pop-up stores like that. Toys R Us is like the Halloween shop of Spirit Halloween shop. It's like it pops up around the season, and they're like, oh, good, look, here's some toys nobody buys. Ridiculous. Ugh. No, I hate that. I hate having to ask anybody. The worst is when you get allergy medicine and then they look at you like you're going to make meth because you're like, you need that powerful antihistamine stuff to clear out your sinuses. You're like, oh, I need ID. And you got to write your name down on this little digital book of, pharmaceutical possession. And I'm like, I got a runny nose.
I just used a straight razor. The blades are $5. They last a long time, and it's a cleaner, closer shave.
Yeah, I just want straight electric. I don't even bother with razors anymore. I'm just like, and I miss spots. I don't care. I don't go anywhere. But, dude, you get me on a bad day, I look like a patchwork bum. I look more like I got mange than I had a shave. I don't care. Just as long as it's not pinching my lip or just, I'm getting food caught in it. No, I hate it, dude. It's just so annoying. Thank you. No, just like having to ask some weirdo to get stuff.
In the words of Foamy, humans ruin everything.
They do. Yeah, they do. That's the problem, This is why we can't have nice things and everything's got to be locked behind a cage. When the last time I was able to get a can of spray paint without having to ask some idiot? I need spray paint. I swear, and I kid you not, somebody asked, what are you using it for? To spray paint on a thing. Can I have this, please? I got to be glib about it, too, because I'm just like, this is your job. Open this up and give it to me. We're going to need ID. Here's my ID. Look at me. Do I look like I'm physically fit to tag the side of a building or something? Dude, what the hell? Just give me spray paint, Oh, God. Some people steal from any store, ruin it for the rest of us. Yep, pretty much.
Straight razor shaves are the best.
I'm not doing it.
I don't have to trim my beard for a shave.
Not doing it.
I just go to work and I'm done before the Sweeney Todd song Pretty Women is over. Yes, I listen to Sweeney Todd every time I shave.
Here's what I think about shaving. I would rather put fire to my face and burn off my hairs than shave. I find it annoying, and should I just get electrolysis on my face? Did I have a full face electrolysis that can zap all my face? I can just... It's such a waste of time. I know, like, a lot of people think, oh, there's this, like, ritual about shaving. And I'm like, you know what? No. I don't have time for rituals, okay? No. Human upkeep is a waste of time. Patchwork. Oh, God. I can't stand it.
Simply put, Due to the low intelligence of a large group of people, we have to deal with these inconveniences.
No, well, I mean, the thing is, it's just like, why do we keep putting up with these people? You know? It's like, shouldn't there be like higher, I guess, prosecution rates for shoplifting? Or getting medicines?
The only reason I shave is for work.
Yeah, I wouldn't even do that. I don't like doing it. I don't like doing it, I have this weird thing. I don't shave until my face says, you gotta shave. My face has its own voice. It's true, dude. You ever just have like, whatever, for people who have beards, after a certain while, you get to the point you're like, I gotta shave. I will stop whatever I am doing and then shave at that exact moment because that is the exact time that the hair grew a little bit too long and now I'm aggravated. I don't know what it is. I'm very attuned to stuff that happens in my body. I don't know why. Even smart people make mistakes. Yeah, but I'm not going to get into it. Let's see. No, but the whole thing, it's like, okay, for people who are making weird drugs out of medicines that are over the counter, I'm like, why do I now have to go through this, basically third degree for like just getting, cough medicine or something like that? Because somebody was just like, hey, I can make some weird narcotic about, using this. And I'm like, dude, it's such an inconvenience because then there's always these long lines at pharmacies because everyone's coughing on each other because they got to pick up their medicine because they're sick and all this other crap. And I'm like, dude, I just have seasonal allergies, for the love of, come on. God. No, it's so tedious, to make everything tedious between spray paint, those markers, those really good markers that people use to tag up stuff. They're like, oh, well, they're behind a, locked gate. I'm like, why, dude? And I'm not going to go up to them and be like, well, I'm an artist. I actually use art supplies. I'm not just tagging things up. Because then you get into the philosophical thing. Is graffiti art? I think it is. Good, good graffiti. But generally, dude, I don't like these little speed bumps and hurdles. It's like we only get so much time on this planet. I don't want to be sitting waiting in line saying, yeah, I need to get a can of spray paint and allergy medicine. 45 minutes later, I get two things. I could have gotten same day shipping quicker. For the love of God. All right, whatever. You feel bad when they're busy with other customers because they're the only employee you found. Yeah, and then they're understaffed too, especially in pharmacies. I'm like, excuse me, I need allergy medicine, dude. And they're like, oh, hold on. I'm the only one in the pharmacy filling all these prescriptions because, everything's understaffed because reasons. And the worst is like the craft stores now. They have so many self-checkout things. They have like one person who's in the entire store. And I'm like, where is your staff? They're like, I'm the only one. And I'm like, wait, so you got to do everything here. Stock the shelves, ring people up and unlock the markers. Yeah. Oh my God. It's ridiculous. Sadly, people see graffiti and think areas are slums despite the artistry it can take. Well, it's 50-50. There are people who just tag up stuff because they're like, dude, this is my tag, bro. And it looks like garbage. And it's kind of like the internet. There are a lot of people who are creative, but it doesn't necessarily make them artists, So, Walmart is switching to the self-checkout. They want to save money, but inconvenience people because you need someone to check your ID for medicine and beer. Oh, yeah, they don't care. They'll just have one person check ID, going back and forth. Oh, yeah. Brr, 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 brr. They check your ID. They put the little thing in there. Okay. Brr, 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 brr. Yeah. Whatever. And you know how many people are going to be able to buy stuff now that they shouldn't be able to buy because they'll make up their own little fake IDs? Yeah, people do that. And I really don't have the confidence in a Walmart employee to be able to pick out a real from fake, driver's license. Some like 12-year-old is like, yeah, dude, I'm totally 28 years old, dude. Dude, I just need this 6-pack of beer and this medicine that I'm totally not going to make meth out of. All right. I know my voice sounds a little prepubescent, but dude, I'm growing into it. Yeah, all right, sure. Good bleep. Dude, they totally fell for it, They go outside and it's like their friends are just roving in a pack of bicycles and they're like, we got beer. Oh, God. I can't imagine what the supermarkets are like that. Why does everybody wait till the last second to get all the ingredients they need for Thanksgiving? It's utter chaos. It's chaos. Yeah. What if there's only one bag of marshmallows for the, whatever, sweet potato pie, man? Come on. Now we have 6 registered. We have 6 registered people when they can have one self-checkout representative. Yeah, it's all about, cutting costs, and usually the first cost you want to cut is human. I know, people are very expensive. But here's the thing. I don't think the world realizes this. If you keep automating jobs so you don't have to pay people, people have no money. And then they can't buy stuff that you're trying to sell. Not for nothing. If you hire a Walmart employee, if you're employing somebody from Walmart and you are Walmart, chances are they're spending their paycheck at your store. Huh? You're getting it back. Come on. People are like, yeah, but not all of it. Oh. Because companies have a humor letting, letting their employees check go into the account on a Wednesday. Why? That's weird. When did Pump Guy morph into a what? 12 Forster? What? No. He's more scratchy, isn't he? Like, Yeah. What Target is going to make self-checkout 10 times or less, so people will have to start using cashiers again. Hey! 10 items or less. That would be good. Dude, people just do more than 10 items. Yeah. Especially in like regular things where it's like express checkout. Some person comes up with like 50,000 items in there, and they're all small. And you're like, oh. They've already unloaded their cart. It's not like you can tell them, hey, this is express checkout only, 15 items or less. And they're like, because then they'll be annoying, and then they'll separate their orders. Well, here are 15 items. Okay. And then here's another 15 items. Meh. And I was like, all right, dude, whatever. And then it just holds up everybody else who's just trying to get the hell out of there. What inspired Salt Forrester character? I don't know. Susie June needed the roommate that was, I don't know, malleable, I guess. What's annoying is you can't get those gift cards that you choose the amount activates in the self-checkout. You need a cashier. I learned this the hard way. Yeah. No, you definitely need a cashier for that. At that point, you just get one online, send it to them in an email. Here you go. Here's your code. If I was at Walmart working, blew my electronics money at Best Buy? Just be trolling. There you go. Hey, dude, when you worked at a record store, most of your money, was spent on records when you weren't getting them free. Yeah, but stuff like that, We went out of our way to work at places we actually enjoyed, like going to. So it was like record stores, movie theaters, bookstores, toy stores, all that kind of stuff. We basically worked at every place that we actually wanted to be around the stuff that was being sold, So it's like, I don't know. I can't see myself working at a, deli. I don't want to be surrounded by, weird meats. Maybe Steve would be, but not me. Yeah, I don't know. You got free records. That's awesome. There used to be a promo bin. Like, back in the day, they'd have promo copies, and then basically they would just, so you'd play them in store. They would just toss them into this big pile of bin, and the employees would just pick out what they wanted. Sometimes I got some good stuff out of there. Sometimes it was just garbage. I'm like, what is this? Oh, now I know why nobody picked this up. Yeah, I worked the late shift, so I always got the leftovers. Yeah.
When I was 16, I was a cashier and had to cover express checkout, but you had to be 18 due to selling cigarettes. A cop came up and asked how old I am. I said, how old would you like me to be? He did not
find that funny. Yeah, cops are 50-50. Some of them have a really good sense of humor, and some of them are humorless. Yeah, you got to roll the dice on that one. Sometimes you could size them up by their mannerisms, They're like walking there, and they're like really just, they already got their hand on their gun. You're like, okay, this guy, let's just be cool with this guy. Some of them just kind of come in laxative. Hey, how old are you? Kind of old enough to know that, I don't know. Just, wait, what? I'm already seeing Christmas holiday cups at fast food places. Yeah, of course, dude. They started holiday, Christmas right after Halloween, if not during. God, go.
Last of my bits till next week.
Thank you, Spooky. I appreciate. Hey, thank you, I appreciate. Yes. Wow. Can't imagine Best Buy being full during Black Friday. They're already getting rid of the things people like looking for. Yeah, they're getting rid of like physical media. That's all gone. You basically go there for like a showroom at this point. That's what I go for. I'm like, oh, that's a nice TV. Oh, that's a nice thing. Oh, I wanted to try out these headphones, and they have one on, display. Let me wipe them down, incessantly with, alcohol wipes, because I know somebody before me probably had grubby, weird little ear face. Yeah. Grubby ear face. It's a thing. I'm getting coffee. I just got to wait for her hip to disappear. There you go. Ooh, spooky moon. There you go.
I got to Best Buy to test the things I want to buy somewhere else, lol.
Yeah, pretty much that's what I do. Dude, it's a showroom floor. I do that with everything, Not food. I don't go there and, test a bag of chips.
How old are you /me? How old are you?
How old are you? How old are you, man? You look like you're 78 or something. You imagine? I don't know. What are you going to do? Thank you. I went down a rabbit hole and came to the conclusion early 2000s commercials are much more unique and fun compared to commercials now. Oh, of course. Select hours worth of Tech TV and G4 TV stuff and posted them on YouTube. Oh, there you go. Good. You and Dawn were talking about this. Earlier commercials from, prior decades were a lot more fun. They seem to take a lot more chances as opposed to now where it's very, like they're just like, we have a product and we're selling it and stuff like that. And oh God, the commercials that are like these weird hodgepodge mashups of like, I made this on my phone with some weird backdrop and that weird little QR code, and then other people that probably aren't even associated with the product just doing something in a field. I'm like, what is this even trying to do? Well, it's for dry skin. I don't care. It's just so weird. Ads are too loud and obnoxious these days. They always were. I mean, that was the whole thing. Yeah, they're always loud. They got to get your attention. So that Steve had a jiggle physics now. When will you get them too? Dude, do you see my butt? Look at that jiggle physics. Look at that. Jig physics. It's kind of more like a rump roast physics, but what are you going to do? Remember what Surge Soda commercials led my parents to banning soda from schools because they thought it would cause their kids to go be crazy. What the hell? This soda's going to make children crazy. No, helicopter parents make children crazy, okay? It's ironic if we put up with commercials then. Yeah. What's up, Adam? How's it going? Hey. What's up? Bump, bump, bump. I don't think I've ever had Surge Soda. You.
That's because ad companies get information on you from Facebook and other social media and just mass produce ads tailored to you without having to put the effort of actually making them interesting for everyone anymore.
Well, then I shouldn't be seeing ads for dry skin because my skin is, if anything, is a little too oily. Oh, maybe I'll do that. Hey, Facebook, I have oily skin. Sell me something that makes it not oily. Thanks. I'm grizzy. Grizzy skin. Keywords. Greasy skin. Grizzy. Oh, good. I don't know. I never get good targeted ads. I get nothing, The only thing that actually works to my advantage is like Instagram. Instagram has some good targeted ads where they're like, oh, here's a Halloween shirt. And I'm like, well, thank you. This is what I want to see in my life. Halloween shirt. Here are these really cool matte black combat boots. I'm like, oh, those are nice. That kind of thing. I'm still not buying them, but I appreciate that it's something I actually want to see. Like, here's this body-shaping glove for the female figure, which you don't have. PR Payne, gifted 10 subs. Plethora, you got a sub. Cake, you got a sub. Isn't it? You got a sub. Lester, you got a sub. Chroma, you got a sub. Alexander, you got an original pizza. I can't read all those. I tried. Grimmer. PR Payne, thank you. Oh, God, that's a lot. Look at all of them. Como Freak, you got a sub. Tenembers, you got a sub. Thank you. I appreciate Thank you, PR Pain. Got all the subs this Thanksgiving. Thank you. Yay. Feel like throwing more candy. Spooky. 27 moons, thank you. Dave the Diver. Oh, don't want to play Dave the Diver. Is that really good? Thank you again. Pure Pain, thank you. Spooky, thank you. What? Stream just became it. What? Ah, there you go.
You probably get those ads from someone else nearby you. Knowing you and how you surf the internet, they probably get almost no info from you.
Yeah, but it is weird, though. I am surprisingly not on the internet a lot. I don't know what it is. Like, I go to Facebook, I post my stuff. I go to Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it, I post my stuff. Instagram, post my stuff. YouTube, I just post my stuff. I don't even look at things on YouTube anymore. Very rarely. It's got to be like a music video or a tutorial. Said it numerous times, but boom, there we are. So, oh, I did watch, I watched the Luke Skywalker deep fake for the Star Wars thing. And then how a bunch of like CGI artists made it better in their spare time. And then I got all these Star Wars things being thrown at me. So I guess if I like Star Wars, that would be cool. But YouTube, I don't like Star Wars. Stop showing me that crap. I was interested in CGI artistry, not stupid little lightsaber battles and garbage from a franchise that should have been dead and buried a long time ago because they keep destroying it every season. Whatever. Let's see. Trying to think of my Newgrounds doesn't even count because I don't even really go there anymore. What the hell? Where do I go on it? Amazon doesn't count. Oh, no, I went to Chewy once for pet food. Yeah. That was in 2021. No, it was like during the pandemic. I couldn't get the cat food that the cat liked, so I had to get it from Chewy because I couldn't find it locally. Weird, I don't get any cat food ads. Wow, I guess they're not really getting a lot of info from me. Huh. Will you ever try Stardew add mods to the PC? No. Stardew Valley's a little bit too, I guess, time consuming. That's why I don't play like Warcraft and stuff like that anymore. As much as I would like to, you know, it's not really going to be a thing. Same goes to MCU. The franchise need to be put down. Yeah, or at least be put on hiatus for a while. I know people said Loki Season 2 was good, but I generally don't care at this point. Yeah. Social media is where most of the data harvesting happens. Oh, well, then I'm screwed because I literally just go and post, and that's it, and I'm out. I don't interact on most social media things because I don't want to get into combative article or argument about anything, you know? And it's too much drama for what I would get out of it.
Chewy is the worst. When I worked at FedEx as a louder in 2020. So many bulky boxes nearly crushed my feet and back.
Well, yeah, it's all just big bags of cat and dog food. You know, nobody's just going to Chewy to order like a fluffy little toy for their cat. You know, it's always going to be big bulk stuff. Be careful. God. Marvel shows should be separate from Marvel movies. We should have less fatigue that way. Yeah, I feel like that would be better if they had like a nice standalone Marvel series as opposed to trying to intertwine it with movies. It's just here's the thing. They even tried that in comic books back in the day where to try to intertwine all these big, huge things like, you know, Secret Wars events, you know, the Inferno, blah, 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 all this other weird stuff. And even as an avid comic reader back in the day, I would be fatigued. I'm like, I cannot keep up with all this, nor can I afford to, you know, buy 30, 40 different comics to, you know, get a story. I don't care, you know? So maybe they should just realize that most people just want a show that's enjoyable. They want to shoot a movie that's enjoyable. Doesn't have to tie into a multiverse. I love MCU is hitting the same wall that comics hit ages ago. Yeah. It's basically you're getting to that point where you've oversaturated it. You're like, but we'll bring this character in and this one and this one. Nobody can keep track of all this crap. You know, maybe the triple A tier nerds can, you know, or like super geeky about it, and you know, more power to them. But for your average person, or even your above average person, they're just like, I don't have the time for this, dude. It's all homework now. Exactly. Thank you. That's actually a perfect example. It's literally homework. You know, hold on. I got to read a 50-page wiki about this series before I can watch the movie. Get the hell out of here. People just want to go in and watch a thing. Incoming ad break. Oh, go to hell. Oh, during the holidays, no less. Throw potatoes at you. Yeah, so that's kind of thing. But, yeah. Spawn, that was a great movie. It came out once, and that was it. Yeah. And I don't even mind that they're doing a reboot of that, because that frickin' needs it, man. That movie was awful. Well, the CGI was awful. It wasn't terribly bad in and of itself. But I'm looking forward to it. Hey, the pre-production right now. Any minute now. We're going to get a Spawn movie, dude. Okay. They shouldn't introduce new heroes and shows before they appear in the movies. Yeah, because then people are like, what's going on? Yeah. Oh. Because then you're going to go see a Marvel movie and you're going to be like, what the hell's happening here? Maybe that was the problem that the Marvels had. Because like 2 of those characters were just introduced in series, right? One was from, Miss Marvel, and the other one was from, WandaVision? I saw Miss Marvel. I didn't see WandaVision, and I'm just like, all right, it's 2 characters I don't care about, and then the Carol Danvers character, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I'll watch it streaming. I'm not, I don't care. Nolan Batman movies, too. I love Raimi's Spider-Man movies because I don't have any multiverse nonsense. Yeah, until they dragged them into the multiverse. They're like, Tobey Maguire, get over here. And he's like, oh, God, now we're going to hang out with Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield. Damn it, I had my own universe. It was the Raimi-verse. Wasn't there rumors that Sam Raimi was up for working on a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire? I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but there was, kind of speculation. I would watch that, but I think we're going to get into, old man Logan territory, you know? We're going to have that dark, gritty, Logan-esque movie for Spider-Man. People are going to be all sad. You're like, Peter Parker, no. But I don't think I could deal with Kristen Dunst yelling at Spider-Man and being all, what about me? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saving the universe right now. Black Viking, happy Thanksgiving Eve to you all, except turkeys. Oh, they don't know what they got coming tomorrow. All right, we got ads starting in 30 seconds, so I don't know. Apparently Jamie Foxx will be Spawn in a reboot. Yeah, I can see that. That'll work. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think we're all tired with superhero movies. With the exception of The Boys, people still like that, but that takes it to a different level. And again, I think that's what people really want from their content, is to be taken somewhere else. As opposed to person gets superheroes, blah, blah, blah. Gotta save the world. Here we go again. Yay. Blah. Yeah. All right. General audience isn't as stupid as they seem, even though they are pretty stupid. You know, they can kind of pick up on cliches. Coffee time. Go. Coffee time. And then everybody let me know what you thought about Scott Pilgrim thing. Because I probably have a very unpopular opinion about the Scott Pilgrim Netflix series. Without spoilers, don't spoil it. Because some people haven't seen it yet and they're waiting. Get.
Speaking of superhero movies or superhero anything, Marvel and DC have hit all-time low in sales.
Yeah. I mean, dude, after a while, it's just like, what are we going to do? Yeah. I would rather go back to older stories and read those than just try to keep up with everything new that's happening. Yeah.
While I'm enjoying The Boys, I would like more. Just wholesome show to balance it out from all of the hopless shows we have now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little difficult to get wholesome to sell. You know what I'm saying? Wholesome's a hard sell. People need controversy. They need sex, gratuity, all that stuff. You know? So wholesome doesn't really sell unless you're doing anime type stuff. Yeah. I know. Sad but true. But the TV series is really pretty. Just wish it was more charming. Which one? Fell asleep. The movie was more charming and I enjoyed the manga better. Go.
Wholesome is dead or remained in the 90s.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird thing. I do like wholesome. You know, because the thing of it is, it's like, you know, good stuff happens to good people kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people don't like it now. They're like, dude, we need the gratuitous everything. And I'm like, well, why? Haven't you seen enough of this? No. I'm like, why? Whatever. Incoming ad break. We just did this. Didn't we just do this? Why is there another one on top of that? Are you kidding me? Blame whiny YouTube account like for what screwed over the box office. Oh, I don't know. I love the boys, but instead of the weird face made Starlight look like a different character. Is that a thing? Yeah, I haven't kept up with the boys. Oh, Scott Pilgrim. All right, yeah. Twitch running extra ads today. Are they? I could snooze it, or do you just want to get rid of it? Get it out of the way. Go.
The same thing will happen to edgy stuff. It will remain in one decade, then people will move on. I don't know, sad stuff or comedy.
Yeah. I mean, eventually it's just everything gets to a point where it's like, 10 years from now, people are going to look at the boys and be like, wow, I can't believe they did that. I hope they never make anything that bad again. You know, that kind of thing. But, oh God, what was I saying? Oh, Scott Pilgrim. Here's the thing, and I'm not going to spoil anything. I like that they took it in a different direction, right? However, the pacing for me was mind-numbingly slow, okay? And the reason for that was I was geared up for the frenetic kind of directing of Edgar Wright. Like, I was hoping that would have been the case, and I was in there, I was just like, all right, let's go. And I was just like, oh God, oh my God, it's taking forever. And I'll talk about plot points and story stuff at another time, but I generally thought it was, I want to say safe. Does that make any sense? Don't spoil it for people. I found it to be safe. And yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. And I was kind of like, oh, this could have been just so much better. But and again, I was kind of going into it expecting an Edgar Wright kind of vibe to it. Dude, that movie is good. I know a lot of people are just like, about the Scott Pilgrim movie, but dude, the pacing on that is amazing. And honestly, the special effects and the fight sequences were better in the film than the anime. All right, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah, comedy's dead at the moment. You know, and it's not going to get any better. People will become a very humorless species, so expect the world to become a little less fun. Are there any comedies coming out? Not ones that are going to make you laugh. They'll fall under that category, but there won't be anything that's like, ha. Dude, even actors who are into comedy, they're like, dude, we can't even do comedy because everyone's complaining about it because everyone hired a sensitivity overseer to make sure nobody's, bent out of shape about a certain phrase or word, and they rework it to the point of just being suck. Who needs that? Yeah, we got an ad break again, apparently. Thanks, Twitch. All right, what else? More coffee for me then. Let's go. More coffee. Meanwhile, South Park is having a ball. Even I feel like some of the episodes of South Park are kind of playing it a little too safe too. Besides, I mean, they have so much money they can afford to take chances, but they really haven't. They haven't pushed it as far as previous seasons have, So it's such a weird climate to be in right now. Especially if you're a little bit more edgy with humor. You're just like, oh, God. Yeah. Comedy was rock star level in the 80s with ones like Andrew Dice Clay and Sam Kinison. Those two roasted everything and everybody. Yeah, now you can't say nothing about nobody because people get about it. All right, there's the ad break. God, I hate this. More coffee.
Ad break bits and coffee time bits also.
Hey,
Greetings PG,
Lego,
Colleen, and chat. That is all. Nothing creative from me today.
That's all right. We're all going to be in a food coma soon. Thank you, Lego. I appreciate 1,000 bits. Yay. That's a nice one. It keeps repeating things. Random isn't so random. Yeah, I'll change that next time. Let's see. Go.
I started watching South Park season 1 and I haven't laughed that hard in years. Makes me sad that we can't just laugh at things anymore.
I know, right? Dude, the earlier seasons of basically everything have been hilarious. And I'm going to say, as a quote-unquote content creator myself, of, content that's a little off to the side, you know what I'm saying? It's really difficult because, you don't want to put all this time and effort into something to just have it be removed from a platform because, you don't have Paramount backing your IP. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff like South Park kind of gets grandfathered in on all these platforms because they do have the backing of, Paramount and whatever at this point. And for everybody else who's just, either independent or trying to, get their stuff out there, it's like it's zero gain. You just put all this effort into it and people are like, yeah, that was all right, whatever. And nobody sees it. It gets removed, whatever. And especially when it comes to animation, and this is why we're just like, bleh, bleh. But I don't know, maybe it'll be a turning point sometime in the future, but maybe not. Who knows? Forgot about South Park. Is that still on Paramount? Yep, still on Paramount. I'm trying to think of the last comedy that I watched that I actually laughed at. Every once in a while, I go back to this. I'm like, what was the last comedy that made me go, ha-ha? Did you see the Panda first? Though they weren't pretty hard to be on Kennedy. Who? What? That's all over the place. Oh, God. Know what we saw that was on in the background? God, the show would never be made just because of the innuendo and, I guess, interaction with actors. Three's Company. Remember, what's his face? John Ritter is Jack Tripper. And then there was the other girls that he lived with. And then there was like the landlord. It was a lot of innuendo and double entendres and stuff like that. The actors were very handsy with each other. And I feel like, one, the humor now wouldn't fly. Two, the actors are so full of themselves, nobody would want to interact or, play out the characters that way. And I feel like if they tried to do that now, it would just be like so safe and boring. It wouldn't even make any sense. At work, voice to text is bad. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me resituate. Give me a second. Oh, let's go to easy mode for a sec. Boom. There you go. Yep, still got the Band-Aids on. Bump, bump. Not to mention premise doesn't work nowadays. Nobody cares if a dude lives with two women. Yeah, that was kind of a big thing. Like the whole premise was Jack had to pretend he was gay so he could live with two women because the landlord was kind of like very particular about living situations in their complex. And I'm like, all right, yeah, that wouldn't work now because nobody would care. So maybe it would have to be something else. I don't know. Dude lives with two women. The only shocking part of that is they don't have more roommates considering this economy. Yeah, that's true. You only have two roommates? You need at least 6 or 7 to have an apartment. Mr. Furley and Mr. Roper. Yeah, there was, God, who was... Furley was the Don Knotts one, and Roper was the other dude, right? And didn't the Ropers have, like, a spinoff, actually, I think, called The Ropers? That was, like, 2 seasons or something, right? Yeah. Don Knotts, dude. Oh, they did. All right, yeah. I think there was reruns on that for somewhere. No, wait. No, I actually saw a couple episodes. Did I watch that recently? God. Sometimes I don't even remember what I watched merely because I've been trying to do work at the same time. Just remember there were a lot of laughing. I wasn't sure if it was Three's Company or the actual Roper series. Whatever. Roper was Norman Fell. Oh, yeah, he was the one that would tell a joke every once in a while and look at the camera, right? He had this weird, fun grin. And I feel like a lot of the comments between the Ropers, like him and the wife, would be considered emotional abuse at this point. No, they were very biting with each other, you know, like they would have these snide comments all the time going back and forth. It was hilarious, though. Chicken fajitas. I don't got any of those. Bum, bum. Norman Fell and Audra Lindley were on both shows and later came back on Threes to pass the torch to Don Knotts. I don't remember like anything about the plot is like how the building changed over to the Don Knotts character. I don't know. Reminds me of how King of Queens was like 75% wife, bad jokes. Yeah, I feel like that was kind of a thing. And Married to Children was like that too. They would go back and forth. But that was like a weird thing because with Married with Children, like Al Bundy and whatnot, it's like, you know, they were going back and forth all the time. And it was just like years of living together. You just pick at each other because you kind of can, I guess. But, you know, deep down, the characters liked each other. And they were just like, yeah, we love each other and stuff like that, you know. But they wouldn't say it. Now everybody is like super schmaltzy and like, we love each other all the time and blah, blah, blah. Dude, little snide comments like that are actually pretty good because it gets out that weird frustration between couples. And I don't care how much you love each other. There's going to be times, you know, your significant other is going to rub you the wrong way. And you're going to be like, oh my God, just pick up your socks, dude. You know? And then if you have a little snide comment or something, it's like, you know, it gets out that frustration. It's healthy. You know? A lot of people just, you know, keep all that stuff under wraps, and then before you know it, they're like, well, that's it. Can't take you anymore. I could not tell you a single memorable scene from that show. What, King of Queens? No, I don't remember a lot of that either. I remember a lot of Married with Children. Dude, that show was awesome. Maybe that'll be the next series I binge watch. The other day I had a double fried beef taco. They were amazing. Double fried beef taco? Why did I got it double fried? Couldn't do it right the first time? What the hell? I'm catching up on Marvel Comics. There are actually good comics from Dark Horse and Image Comics that make me want to get 2 shelves just for that. Nice. Yeah, Dark Horse was always good at putting out like quirkier stuff, you know, especially dude, that comic boom in the 90s where everyone was just churning out stuff because, you know, Image Comics came onto the scene and all that other stuff. You had Dark Horse. You had all these little pop-up comic things that were... Dude, it was an amazing time, you know, because it was just like... There were so many comic books, so many of them. It was insane. Whatever happened to Comico? Comico. And there was Now Comics. There was... God, I can't even list how many different comic companies there were. And they were pretty major. Like, Now Comics had, like, Racer X, which I think was, like, a spin-off of Speed Racer or something. It's crazy. King Queens had Ben Stiller's dad as part of the cast. Yeah, I just know them as Costanza's dad from Seinfeld. You know. Maybe you should look at a comedy series that makes fun of the old 40s, 50s sitcoms, but in the same style as them. I mean, they had the episode of WandaVision that was kind of poking fun at old sitcoms, but... I don't know that it would work right now because people would still be offended, you know? So it's kind of weird. I don't know. I can't be bothered. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the general public that made them just so humorless. Harbinger of Boom. Boom Comics. Top Cow. Oh yeah, there was another thing that happened. Oh God, who was the one of the actors from Scream apparently got fired for, and I'm not getting into it, but yeah, apparently they had a view on something that's a current event, and they just perhaps went over the line. I don't even know what they said, but yeah, they're not going to be in Scream 7, I think. Not Jenna Ortega, the other one. I don't even know their name. What am I going to do? It's just weird. Let's see. I know there's a recent show that they were essentially killed off the mom and brought back the lady from King of Queens is basically have a soft reboot? Yeah. I think Image Comics bought back the comic code 2 years ago. Why? Dude, the comic code doesn't mean anything. What, did parents get angry? My child bought a comic book. It was bad. That's where I got all my good stuff as a kid, man. Where would we be without Ralph Snart? You know? Come on. Great, now it's happening to horror movies. Oh, I don't know what it was, but apparently, whatever's going on in the world over there. Yeah, one of the actors had an opinion about something that's going on over there. And apparently that rubbed people the wrong way. Again, I don't even know what the comment was, but apparently that's what they got fired for, allegedly. I think they were an essential character, right? Like they were in the movies. They were no, that would be a spoiler. I'm not going to say anything. Melissa Barrera was the one fired. All right. I am not getting into the details because I'm not going to start anything here either. Whatever happened with them, let's leave it with them. Besides, I don't know enough about the situation to even have an opinion, so whatever. No. I see Scavengers Reign yet? Nope. Like literally, we've just been laid up in bed trying to doodle and watching old weird shows that I don't have to pay attention to. That was it. That was it. That's it. And whatever happened to Joyce DeWitt? No, that was that was the name. It just popped into my head. Because I know Suzanne Summers died in like October, I think it was, recently, from Three's Company. And John Ritter died a couple of years ago, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, something like that. Pretty solid animated show. Yeah, the only animated show I watched recently was the Scott Pilgrim thing. I'm like burnt out on just everything. I'm literally in too much discomfort 24/7 to even focus on anything. So I need just background garbage. Background garbage I don't have to pay attention to. Yeah, that's my life right now. But we're still working on cartoons. Like an idiot. Coffee. Go. All right, this is bothering me because it keeps doing. Where's my cards? I gotta find them here. There they are here. They're supposed to be random, but they're not doing them randomly. Randomized playback. Never mind. Screw you. Can't do random. I'm taking it off. There we go. No, there was an update to OBS. I don't know if it messed up the random thing. I've been putting off watching Scott Pilgrim because it was a defining factor in a high school relationship of mine, and it makes me cringe a bit at myself. I wouldn't worry about it. Everyone's past is filled with cringe. I don't think there's anybody on the planet who doesn't have a cringeworthy part of their life. Bring on a drama. No drama. Thinking comic code. Read that. Did Napoleon come out yet with the Joaquin Phoenix guy? Napoleon. No, not Napoleon Dynamite. With Joaquin. Napoleon, the actual guy. Though I would watch Joaquin Phoenix try to do like a reboot of Napoleon Dynamite because I feel like it would be off the wall. My lips are really dry. Not yet. It's not out yet. Damn it. I literally tried looking for news and I'm like looking in the background and it's just all Black Friday sales. Like even IGN is just throwing stuff at Best Buy for me. And I'm just like, dude, do you guys do news? They're like, but it's the holidays. Bring a laptop, you know? Write an article during a turkey sandwiches. This is why AI is going to take over because humans need breaks. Losers. Go.
Gotta get ready for work.
All right.
Hope everyone has a good day.
Try to enjoy your day. If you're having Thanksgiving tomorrow, enjoy it. If you're not, try to enjoy it anyway as a day off. I don't know what you do with your life, but there you go. Thanks for being here. I'm still waiting for Bob Odenkirk's remake of The Room. Oh, God, that's right. They're doing that. Why would they do that? The Room should just be left alone as this weird thing. There was that, like, mockumentary about it. What? The Room with, what's-his-face? Nobody cares about Amber Heard will be cut from the trailer in Aquaman 2. Amber Heard still exists? It's weird. You know, it's kind of strange the way everybody else gets kind of, like, kicked off a set, yet Amber Heard is pretty much stuck in movies. Like Johnny Depp got kicked off of how many movies? And Amber Heard's like, I'm still in Aquaman 2. I'm still in Aquaman 2. Whatever. I'm trying to, like, here's what I'm doing moving forward in my brain, right? Like the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing, you know? And there was this weird double standard where it's like Johnny Depp got basically fired from every job imaginable and was essentially blacklisted. Amber Heard was like, oh, it's Amber Heard, yeah, you know, that kind of thing. I'm like, this has got to be like, these are rich people problems at this point. Say, Bongo, thank you. You know, where I'm like, I'm never going to have any influence over anything that's said between this, how companies work or anything like that. So I'm just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. Yeah. Sadly, like the Justin Roiland thing, it's like, you know, even though the person was cleared, you know, things were dropped or whatever. Nope, not taking him back, blah, blah, blah. Again, I don't know any of these people personally. I don't defend, condone, blah, 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 all that other stuff. I'm just like this weird, I don't know, corporate hypocrisy thing. I'm just like, I don't care anymore. I just stop watching shows now. That's I think what we're all relegated to at this point. Our voice is to just not consume. So there you go. That's it. Dude, I haven't watched Rick and Morty since that whole debacle, you know, happened, and I'm just like, why? Why am I going to support any kind of company that's just like, yeah, okay, they're completely, you know, on paper innocent, even though they might be difficult to work with. But whatever, bro. They're fired. I'm like, whatever. Warner Brothers doesn't give up on people except Johnny Depp, probably due to how much he cost. Yeah. I mean, dude, they just kept pushing Ezra Miller to the point of just like, please watch The Flash, dude. You know? And it's like, what? And I'm glad it didn't do well, but, you know, I kind of wanted it to do well for Michael Keaton, maybe getting another Batman role, or the one that played Supergirl, dude, they were awesome in that. I was like, that's pretty cool, you know. It was a good little backstory where they're like, you know, stuck in this thing, and it's like they're all ticked off now, so they have this weird angsty sort of aspect to, you know, super people kind of characters. But yeah, there you go. So it's gone. The new voices sound 5, to be honest. Like if I hadn't known they were, oh no, I'm sure they got decent voice actors, but it's the principle of the thing for me, you know. It's kind of like, yeah, just screw the creator of this thing, you know, merely because of an accusation that ended up not turning out to be validated in any way, shape, or form. You know, they're just like, yeah, whatever. It's an excuse to get rid of them, you know. And hey, allegedly, you know, Roland was really difficult to work with. And I get that too, where it's like, yo, they did not want to deal with that difficult behavior. Fine, I get that too. But, you know, the using that as an excuse is kind of just, I would rather they get fired because it's like, hey, you're difficult to work with and we need stuff to get done. Okay, stop messing around. You know, and if you can't, you know, have a handle on your people that way, then, you know, using this other thing as an excuse is just kind of really bad. Yeah, all I've seen about Justin is that it's mostly they didn't want to work with him anymore. Yeah. And, you know, hey, I'll even allot a certain amount of creatives being difficult to work with because I get it. You know, they're kind of wired a bit differently. You know, and you know, if they, God, if any of the allegations ended up, you know, not being true, then it's just like, fine, they're difficult to work with. Figure out how to rein them in, or then fire them for that reason. You know, not using something else. You know, oh, it is a good reason to get rid of them. It's like, come on. I'm sure we'll get some over-budgeted drama documentary about the Roland events eventually. Yeah. Roland, the real story. Then you can get that band who does the Roland song. What was that, like Limp Bizkit or something? Roland, Roland, Roland. They'll just change up the lyrics. It'll be funny. Get some coffee. This is weird. It doesn't. I kept this card in there because it looks nice, but it doesn't look like. And it's gone. All right. Ow. So coughing's rolling. Do I know that one? Bikini time. It seems he's just ignoring the situation anyway to work on his newer stuff. Yeah. I mean, that's what all you can do at this point. You know, he's probably got money saved up. He's probably still getting residuals. And he's just like, yeah, I'm going to work on whatever I want to work on now. That's what I would do. Of course, I don't got money saved up. But, you know, if you got Roland money, you can just kind of do what you want. That's kind of the cool, I mean, one of those things, all right, hypothetically, like, you know, you're a creator of Rick and Morty or any other, you know, high profile thing. You get canned, right? You get the boot. You know, their contracts are still giving them residual monies, and they can do whatever the hell they want after that. You know, it may not be as big as what they were doing, but still, it's kind of just like, all right, yeah, I'm free and clear. I can just kind of do what I want. I'm going to deal with all this BS corporate crap. You know, and they got a nice, steady paycheck of royalties coming in whenever. That's what we need, chat. We need royalties. Can't wait to see the series. What? I read the comic. What? The comics from Facebook. It's going to be hilarious. Which series? Oh, the Roland series? What's it called? You know, that's what we should do. We should get more into comics. Well, nobody buys comics anymore, so I guess never mind. Yeah. All right. Well, no, that's also the other difficult thing about being a creative. If you want to work on comics, basically, it's kind of difficult if nobody's going to be buying them. Go.
I'm free.
Hey.
I'm free. Now I'm off till next Monday.
Nice.
Jim Pills happy, Jim Pills happy, Jim Pills happy.
Enjoy the 4-day weekend. Dun, 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 4-day weekend. Get the yams and potatoes and stuffing. Get all the fun treats that you want for 4-day weekend. Festival of food. Stuff your face. Bow. How come we haven't done a Thanksgiving episode? Not me, the squirrel. Have we done any? There was that one episode with the turkey in it, right? Yeah, that was like original season. That was like season 7. I'm going to throw a yam at you. Sad and true. Yeah. It's difficult. All right, hey, chat, what do we do then? Hey, no, I'm going to pick your brain before the holidays, because then I'm going to retool my entire existence for 2024 based on the feedback I get here that might be relevant. What do we do? Okay, you can't. Here's the thing: you can't make money on videos. You can't make money on comics. You can kind of make money on merch every once in a while. What do you do creatively then? What do you do creatively then? Huh? I thought Foamy did not like holiday specials. No, Foamy doesn't like holiday specials because they're done to death. You know. Yeah, everybody has got a holiday special. Jermaine in a food coma. It seemed like a very exciting episode. The food coma episode. Everyone just sitting on a couch. You could try webcomics. We already did webcomics. We were on Webtoons for like how long? Like 3 years? People are like, yeah, it's all right. Even Halloween? Well, Halloween is different. Halloween is specials are basically tiny horror movies. All right? No, we were doing webcomics for a while. How do you monetize webcomics? Nobody pays for them. People love art. Nobody just wants to pay for it. That's the problem. That's our thing, you know? It was different. Get a Netflix show and then have it canceled for more Big Mouth. Dude, season 12 of Big Mouth, because for some godforsaken reason. I don't know. I don't know how that show keeps going. Dude, I've watched a couple episodes. Wasn't my thing. I'm just like, oh God, this sucks. But that's my own personal taste. Some people might enjoy it, or everybody doesn't, and the people who make it just know somebody really high up. Hey, I wanted to see, oh man, that was it. What the hell was it? It was a short that they did way back. It was like a Nickelodeon short. Oh man, somebody will know it if I describe it. I don't know why I can't remember it, the name of it. It was like about this little witch kind of girl that looked like a cat. I gotta forget her name. And then had like a roommate cat. Scratched the door. They had to go looking for things. What the hell was it called? Oh, God. Why can't I remember this? They needed ingredients for something. Roommate was Edgar. Was it Edgar? I don't think... Was the character's name like... what was it? Clarissa? Claire? Something with a C. Oh, God. It's going to bother me. Don't make me look it up. Go.
On NVM, the show's name was Strange Planet,
Oh, right.
but Royalyn isn't working on it anymore. I thought that was his new project, but now I can't find it.
Oh, well. Give me to find a name. It was just a short, right? Wasn't it called like Summoning or something like that? I mean, that wasn't the name of the series, but I think the short was called Summoning, The Summoning, Summoning Something, Cinnamon Summoning. Oh, God, why does this bother me so much? She doesn't know. Coffee. It bothers me, dude. Don't you hate when you just are thinking of something and you can't remember? Damn. Right. So it was the Summoning. I think her name was Claire. Was it Claire? The Summoning, right? You got it. All right. There you go. That was a fun show that I wanted them to actually, flesh out. But, God, that was like 2017, right? We ain't never going to see that as a series now. And I'm just like, oh, man. I feel like that had like a lot of potential, but then they just dropped it. And I was like, here's your little animated short. It was like, whatever. And who the hell's Clarissa? I thought it was Clarissa for a second. Maybe an offshoot of Frederator called Cartoon Hangover. Yeah. Hey, you were approached by them a long time ago, and you were just like, no. Yeah, we read the fine print. God. That's the other annoying thing. It's not like there weren't opportunities. It's just the opportunities were very draconian, where it's just like, hey, we'll own everything, but you'll get more exposure. And I'm like, wait, excuse me? What's that? What? No, I don't like that. What's the point in owning something if you can't own it? What's the point in creating if you can't keep it? I don't know. I know, but I wanted that to actually become a series because I feel like it had potential. It's like, why didn't you take that machinima contract? Because I can read. Yeah. Well, most people don't. They just see the name and they're like, oh, dude, I'm going to work with them. And it's like, oh, well, now you have nothing. No, hypothetically, say the squirrel thing. If you signed on with any of the numerous little offers that you had, and they weren't impressive offers. They were like, here's, God, I'm going to throw out a figure. Like, here's $5,000 to, and we're going to develop a thing. And I'm like, what if it doesn't go anywhere? Well, I'm like, well, where's the other monies that I would be getting? Like, no answer. They were just like, well, we're going to work on it and develop it and see where it goes. All right, so you're giving me $5,000 to work on something to see where it goes. Okay, so how do I make money? Well, we're going to give you $5,000, right? And then we're going to start developing this thing, right? How do I get money? It's like nobody wanted to answer that. Nobody wanted to answer it. They're just like, well, we got to see where it goes first, But you would give me $5,000 to have control over this. You're not telling me how I'm making any money, and you want me to sign this. Yeah, I mean, this is like a standard deal. Well, maybe for you, but not for me, bro, okay? I'll deal with less money and less exposure and own this, okay? Because I know I can make more than $5,000 in a year, okay? That'd be cool. Did you imagine? And that was a bigger name, too. I'm not going to name names, but that was actually a bigger company. I was like, oh, wow. But I guess they wanted to, get out the gate playing hardball, and they're like, yeah, we'll give you $5,000. $5,000? I mean, yeah, it's nothing to sneeze at, but I mean, come on. Think long term, bro. Standard deal just means this is the regular scam. Exactly. A lot of those mass media YouTube groups are scams. Oh yeah. Hey, sign up with us and we'll get you more exposure on fill in the blank. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, I still get those weekly, you know? And I'm just like, dude, I'm not even answering this. You know? Hey, join our YouTube channel now and you'll get more exposure. No. Imagine Cartoon Hangover gave you $5K to make one proof of concept video and then never again. And it's like, oh, yeah, we own these now. Exactly, right? This outcome of the royalties, residuals? Exactly. Well, like, what do you do with that? That wasn't even in the contract. And I'm like, bro, I didn't even hand it off to a lawyer because I can read, you know? I'm just like, no, there's no stipulations here for, you know, what's that?
Give me $1 million tax-free and maybe I'll consider joining your company.
Right. And even in this day and age, $1 million isn't a lot, you know? Hypothetically, you buy a car and a house outright and then like the majority of that money's gone. In this economy, God, isn't that sad? You can't even live off $1 million. You know? Dude, like if you got $1 million in the 80s and you put it in the bank getting like 8-point-something% interest, you can live off that for the rest of your life. That'd be beautiful, but not now. Even Matt Pat from Game Theory got scanned by one. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's really weird out there. It's very dicey for creatives. You know, I feel like a lot of them are going to get swooped up by, you know, third parties. They're going to either develop something and drop it or just, oh yeah, we own your thing now. You can't do anything with it. I don't like that. You know, there's something inherently not right about that. I literally can't even buy a house in my hometown for less than $1.5 million. Oh my God. That's insane. And that's the thing. Even if you get a house, you still got to pay property tax on that every year. Yeah. That just chips away at it. Standard is Magic Cartoon. Yeah. Well, I think that was hypothetically like the summoning thing. Now, was that the thing that happened? Like they probably paid them a certain amount, made a proof of concept, and then the series didn't go anywhere, so they just dropped it. And now it's like they can't do anything with it. Yeah, because that would I feel like that was the case because that we should have gotten more episodes of that. How about abandoned houses? Yeah, well, you know, people shouldn't have to be looking at abandoned houses. Oh God. You know, I get tired when I start slurring my speech. This dyslexic brain's like, we're not word seeing today's. Decent house in my area is like $350,000, and you're not near most of the main city areas. Oof, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Like 20 years ago, I could get a 4-room bedroom for $200K there. Wow. Oof. Well, I don't think the pandemic helped the property values because it was like everybody started scattering from big cities and then buying houses in all the outlying areas. So that just raised the prices of everything. There'll be a bubble. It'll come back down, but who knows when. Not that building supplies have gotten any cheaper. Ugh. I want to go see the summoning now. I'm sure that's on YouTube. I'll look it up. That, nobody was getting rent. Coffee. That's a price my state pays for legal herbs. Anyone wanted to move there? What? Bah. Yeah. Yeah. Bam, 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 boom. Is there any other news on anything or no? Or that was just like bleh for today? What's up?
Hello, Pumpkin Guy and Jim.
Hey, Chris.
How are you today?
All right. We're surviving one day at a time. Yeah. And thank you. What's up? I don't know. There just seems to be a lot of stuff going on. But what are you going to do? Oh, God, I want more coffee. I don't know why. I'm in coffee mode right now. Pointy hair. What's with the pointy hair in this one? All right, back to spooky. All right. That was my fingernail. Ah. Mm. We're going to go to 20 years ago.
Do you really think you should
Yes.
be having more caffeine?
Oh,
Do you really think you should be asking me if I should have more caffeine?
thank you. Ah. Always. I will put caffeine in the yams. I'll do it. These yams look like they're glowing. So weird. Now, there was another thing. God, what was it called? Oh, God, the Game Awards. When are the Game Awards happening? So I know not to watch. Dawn might do a rebroadcast of it and just kind of hang out with people and watch it. But I get... Every year when I see the Game Awards, I get more and more ticked off. Because it's like the same 5 games that they just like, oh, it's like 3 things from Nintendo, 1 thing from a AAA studio, and that other one. And didn't Hogwarts Legacy not even get nominated for Jack? Are they doing that so they can avoid any kind of controversy, or are they just don't remember it came out? Boom, 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 boom. I don't know, because it's like all Nintendo stuff. It's like Nintendo, what's that other one? The other game. God, I literally just looked at the nominees and I completely just forgot all of it. And all these big time games come out and they're like the Game Awards come by and they're nowhere to be found. Yeah. Oh, dude, what are you going to do? Hogwarts is probably a mix of both. Yeah, I mean, what was it? Baldur's Gate 3 should be getting some awards because that's a pretty impressive game. I don't even like those type of games most of the time, but I was impressed playing it. I was like, damn, this is actually pretty decent. To be honest, I haven't heard anything about Hogwarts since it came out. Yeah, but when it came out, it was like, well, aside from the controversy, it was a pretty well done game. Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't win, there will be riots. No, because people will be satiated by having, flipping Tears of the Kingdom win. They'll be like, oh, yay, Zelda, fan favorite, everybody. Even though there's not a lot new going on in that game, I really feel like 1-to-1 Baldur's Gate 3 is probably going to be mechanically, technically, and immersively probably a better game out of the two. But everyone's just like, Nintendo, they do no wrong. Nintendo only has 2 games this year. I think you're thinking of Final Fantasy and the other big game. Yeah, but I feel like Nintendo always wins something, like all the time. Like, I mean, I don't know. They are a big company, so. I wanted Liza P to get nominated, but sadly it didn't. It didn't? That's weird. Huh. Final Fantasy, what was the other one? I don't know. Again, it just ends up being like, I've said this numerous times, but the Game Awards for me is like, they quickly mention off a bunch of nominees and, give an award to somebody and then just keep throwing trailers at you for games that are probably not coming out for years. The Game Awards are rigged anyways. It's always about who donates the most money. We donate a bunch. Not the Game of the Year. That is, it has other nominations. I want Liza P. Get nominated. Oh, all right. Well, yeah, it probably wouldn't do Game of the Year because there were a lot of games. Bear. What are you gonna do? Alan Wake didn't get nominated? Wait, Alan Wake 2 didn't get nominated? For nothing? Just like the Emmys or Oscars. Yeah, gaming was supposed to... Hey, gaming was supposed to be different. Remember that? Remember when it was a nice emerging media and people were like, wow, it's like a fresh artistic medium we can all express ourselves and be recognized for. And here we are back to Grammys, Emmys, kind of BS. Where it's basically a popularity contest amongst people I don't even want to deal with. Let's see. I wish they would do a remaster of Shinobi games. Maybe. At some point they might. Like, seriously, because everyone is looking at their back catalog of IPs, and they're probably just going to be like, yeah, let's remaster this, remake this, do that, Could be wrong, but so far I haven't heard anything about Alan Wake 2 being nominated. It could have released too late in the year. But it released in the year. I mean, the Game Awards aren't until, like, the end of the year. It came out in October. I hate that, Like, in the beginning of December, they have the best of the year. And I'm like, the year's not over, dude. Give these people that come out in December a chance. Alan Wake 2 nominated for 3 to 4 categories. All right, that's good. Game is experiencing the same stagnation movies are going through. Yeah. Well, I feel like all art forms do. They get to a point where they're really big, they get bloated, and then everyone's got to normalize and make everything squeaky clean and very boring because nobody wants to, take any chances. At least the AAA companies, Dude, again, like music, art, and everything else, gaming, the indies will always push the envelope and try to make it a little bit more, edgy. But, mainstream stuff it's utter garbage. It's utter garbage. I can't deal with it. Baldur's Gate swept the Golden Joystick Award, so them winning something at the Game Awards is not surprising. Hey. Starfield is basically just future Skyrim. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, yeah, was that nominated for anything or no? I'm assuming it was. Yeah. See, the thing is, I got more involved in Baldur's Gate 3 than I did Starfield. I played Starfield for a little bit, and I was just like, oh, God. And it's not like a bad game or anything. It's just not my type of game. And I'm just like, yeah, it's essentially Skyrim in space, Best RPG, it has, all right, there you go. Considering it's Bethesda's Microsoft, I'd be more surprised if it wasn't nominated. Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens, and I'll complain about it later. It's like I don't want to waste the mental energy worrying about games I have no, I guess, financial investment in. I'm not like, dude, this game's got to win so we get more sales. It doesn't help me in the slightest. Yeah. It's like when, a musician wins an award. I'm like, why am I hyped for this? Yeah. But Taylor Swift got another Grammy for whatever. I'm like, I don't own stock in their record company. This doesn't help me at all. Bethesda should have learned a few things from Obsidian. Yeah. Obsidian did pretty good with, what was it, Fallout New Vegas, and they did Outer Worlds, which was pretty good. Steam Awards are kind of the only game awards I remotely care about now. Yeah, but then, you got the people on there who are like, yeah, this whatever nudie puzzle game should get Game of the Year. You never know what's going to happen there. Resident Evil 4 shouldn't be the Game of the Year nominee. So dumb. Really? Resident Evil 4's on there? Did that even come out this year? I thought just the expansion did. And the South Park game? The South Park game is on it? What? That didn't even come out yet. You mean, no. For one from a couple of years ago? No, that can't be right. I don't know. But whatever. Do they have best mobile gaming? Both came out? Really? Resident Evil 4 came out this year? God, it seems like it came out 2 years ago. Weird. All right. I don't know. This year has been just a dumpster fire for us, so I can't even focus on what happened. Game Awards now sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Can you imagine? Yeah, you bring out Jeff Goldblum. Raid Shadow Legends. I really like playing this game and stuff like that. And here's my geeky presents. One more to sell you something I probably don't even play myself. I found that so weird. No, every time I see.
That's because the VR version of the old HD remake came out 2 years ago.
No, all right. So is that their cycle now? Every couple of years they release a Resident Evil 4 version? God, that's like Capcom's Skyrim. They just keep coming out with new versions of it. Dude, it's going to be in Teslas before you know it. Oh, God. Mobile gaming has no prestige of its own. Oh, there's a reason for that. I do like Raid Shadow Legends. Some of them just dumb humor. Oh. I know, it's weird seeing actors that I know generally don't play games trying to sell, like, a mobile game to me. That should tell you something about the game in and of itself. If there's, like, an actor who's just like, oh, yeah, I play this game all the time on my phone, and you're just like, huh? It's a game, and I play it. It's like Solitaire's a game, too, but I wouldn't classify it in the same league as, like, Baldur's Gate 3, So there's games, and then there's games. You know what I'm saying? Remember that Ben Stiller God of War commercial? Vaguely. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember much of it. It was very... Dun, 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 dun. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Coffee. I still got that weird ringing in my ear, damn it. Oh, God. Sinuses, bro. Thanks for the follow. And just like that, easy mood. So, if Henry Cavill was telling me to play a game, I'd do it, though. Yeah, that's probably the only celebrity I'd probably trust to make game recommendations. But I feel like it would be a lot of Warhammer and Warcraft. Yeah, dude, I'm Henry Cavill, play Warhammer, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't want to play it, but you're Henry Cavill, so I'll try it at least. Yeah, are there any, like, celebrities that you would look at and say, this celebrity is a gamer? Aside from, like, Henry Cavill. Vin Diesel supposedly plays games, but I'm not sure if that's accurate. But there will be more as time progresses, because a lot of people are into gaming now.
It's a raid. Destroy them all with kawaii hugs and treats.
Vampire Blazewing, thank you for the raid. Welcome on this pre-Thanksgiving stream of... I don't know. We're just talking about stuff. How's it going? Have some yams. Have some yams. Nobody's touched the yams yet. Jack Black. Oh, yeah, Jack Black. I feel like he plays games. So, not somebody who does, like, voice work for games. I don't know if that quantifies as a celebrity, does it? I'm talking about, like, one of those, like, if Sylvester Stallone says, hey, yo, I play this game here, and you got to play it, too, because it's good. You know what I mean? Would you buy that? Would you be like, oh, yeah, Sylvester Stallone must be playing this game? I mean, I don't think that works. I wonder if the concept of celebrity even exists. Does it? Keanu Reeves? Does Keanu Reeves play a lot of games? I mean, I know he's in a game. I mean, does that count? I would assume that they would have played it, right? You figure Keanu Reeves would actually play the game they were in, right? Like, yeah, I play, Cyberpunk all the time. Remember Jablinski Games was a thing for a while and they fell off because he's too busy. What? Go.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm in Canada though, so it's just a regular weekend here, lol.
What?
Ours was in October. We do things backwards. Also, Elijah Wood is a game voice actor for the Spyro games.
What? But are they a gamer? Are they a gamer, bro? Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. And happy Thanksgiving last month. So do you have Halloween during Halloween, or is that just, do you have that in like January? I don't know how it works. Matthew Lillard, he did start a game company. There you go. There you go. Yeah, but so did Google. You know? I think it's called Boxing Day in Canada. No, that's not Halloween. Boxing Day is completely different. Wait, it's Boxing Day? Wait, Halloween is Boxing Day. That doesn't make any sense. I thought Boxing Day was that thing with the presents. Do you go house to house and give candy or what? Wear boxes on Boxing Day. That's not true. I can't imagine the whole of Canada looking like a Metal Gear Solid room where everyone's just scurrying around in tiny little boxes. Though it would be pretty amusing. Boxing Day is the day after Thanksgiving. Boxing! Day after Xmas? When is it? Boxing Day is December 26th. All right. I just spat out my coffee. Thanks, guys. Well, you know. Dude, I would love to see Boxing Day, everybody just hide in a box and scurry around. Like Metal Gear Solid. I'm in a box. We got to get to the store, but I can't see where I'm going. I keep bumping into other boxes. I hear trucks. I'm close to the highway. Snake! Snake! Box a day is the day. What, for British servants, you spend one day with their families a year? Oh, how nice of them. My birthday is the day after Boxing Day. Yeah, I know. In the States, boxing just means punching people with gloves. So, it's kind of weird. Wow.
Maybe because coffee consumption has increased, comedy had become stale to avoid people burning themselves with coffee splatter. Lol.
I feel like that's a stretch for a lack of humor theory, though. Yeah. You think the writers are really up there? Like, dude, we can't make this too funny, or people are going to spit out their coffee and burn themselves. I mean, if I was a bad writer, I guess I would use that as an excuse. Oh, sorry, this script isn't up to par, but, I'm concerned about the viewers. If I made it too funny, they might spill coffee on themselves and it'll burn them. I can't have humor hurt. The Three Stooges, dude. Let's go. I know it was a joke. I like how Labor Day is only celebrated by white-collar rich people and regulars have to labor away anyhow. Yeah, that's pretty much how society works. Yeah. All the higher-ups get to enjoy life while everyone else works and toils till they die. That's like Welcome to the World 101. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Had to work many Labor Days. Every day is Labor Day. Every day. Back to work. Bump, bump. Sales don't take a holiday. Yeah, that is a problem. Yeah. Dude, there's been many a times I've had to work on a holiday, and I'm like, ugh, gets ridiculous after a while. Especially like on Christmas. When you work on Christmas and like not a lot of people are showing up, it's like, why?
Comedy used to have no limits on any topic. You could take something very dark and turn it humorous and people would laugh. Now you can't. Therefore, essentially, comedy is dead.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a problem. That's a big psychological problem for the whole of humanity. Yeah. Because then it's just like, if you can't laugh at anything, then you're just going to be living in fear of everything, if that makes any sense. No, because humor is a good defense. Like, if you're worried or scared, sometimes you'll laugh something off. That's why, like, horror movies are pretty good with... I enjoy humor in horror movies, because it's like something that would necessarily be scary or awkward that you would worry about or whatever. If you can turn it into a joke, you can laugh at it, and then processing that, psychologically makes just life more bearable. But now if you're walking around being worried about what you're saying, what you're doing, and all this other stuff constantly 24/7, it's just making everybody stressed. And then people are wondering why their life is just so bereft of enjoyment, and just on this constant level of just, oh my God, what if I say something and somebody disagrees with it? What if this happens? And then you're like, wow, this sucks. I worked 4th of July at the airport a few years ago. They were the rudest I've seen. I guess everyone was late that day. Nicest peeps were always the ones that came in and dropped $2 at the counter for a newspaper. Nice. Go.
I just have a sinking feeling 2024 is going to be a giant bleep storm.
Well, I mean, considering our past track record, yes. Well, dude, you got elections coming up, like a big election in 2024 for, the politicians that don't care about us. And then you got just people being people. So, yeah, there's that. Plus, we got wars. Wars are the usual thing. You got your people with their pew-pews running around going pew-pew everywhere. 2024, the year to stay inside. Saying it now. And then everybody on social media just getting more and more toxic. But what are you going to do? If you live in Halifax, Nova Scotia, in Canada, stores are closed from 6 p.m. Christmas Eve to around 6 a.m. December 27th. That's not retail. Who does that? Dude. What? Year of the pew pew. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you should be optimistic about 2024. Who wants to be optimistic about 2024? Things are going to get good, right? All right. At least personally, hey, for us, hey, we're focused on getting better, right? 2024 is coming right around the corner, right? We'll probably get all our tests done by then. May have to, go in and do a couple of things. Maybe get cut open, have our organs removed so we can clone ourselves and do more work. Or maybe we'll just get healthy. Kind of depends. So, I don't know. I'm going to try to be optimistic. I'm not optimistic about humanity, but I am optimistic about what I can do in the world. All right? All right, that's the thing. You may not have control over the world, but you have a control over your own actions. Unless you have some kind of weird medical condition, then, you're on your own. That's the thing, So if you go out in the world and you're a little bit more miserable, you're going to personify miserableness. And then everyone around you is going to be miserable. And you can be like, dude, why are you miserable? Well, why are you miserable? Because everything's miserable. This is miserable. You're miserable. Everything's miserable. I hate being miserable. Why are you being miserable? Because miserable. And then everyone's just like, blah. But if you're at least a little bit positive going out, that might at least help others around you. So if everyone's being all negative and crap and you're just like, come on, it's not that bad. People will be like either, well, yeah, maybe I shouldn't dwell on this. But then most people will probably be like, it is that bad. And you don't even care. Yeah, that's right. I don't care. Have some yams. Got to keep that positive mental energy. It's difficult, especially like IRL, internet, whatever you're doing. It's really difficult to keep a positive mental energy when everybody else is just saying everything is terrible all the time and you should be miserable too because the world is a miserable place. And everything you do every day of your life is a terrible impact on everything, everywhere, all the time, and you are terrible. And I'm like, okay, let's go. I love being terrible. Let's go. I'm going to be the best at being terrible. Let's go. Next year is a leap year. February 29th, we'll see us guys. Oh, a leap year. See? Lucky leap year. Nothing bad ever happens on a leap year. Oh, God, what happens if you're born on that? What if you're born on February 29th? Whoever's having kids next year, don't do it on February 29th. Because then they're going to get, swindled at a bunch of birthdays. They're only going to have a birthday every 4 years. Yeah, looking at the world news is too stressful. I just skim the headlines and make sure nothing affects me and then read the fun stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I'm just like, hey, what's going on in the world of entertainment, news, stuff like that? Oh, there's some sports ball happening. Okay, all right. Yep.
I'm terrible. Jeez, all I did was go to lunch and get Subway. My mistake thinking it was a benign action.
Yeah, how could you support corporate entity that blah, 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 ba-doo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, ham sandwich? That's internet. February 10th, Chinese New Year of the Dragon. I like that year. Yeah, year of Bruce Lee. Nice. A kid having a birthday every 4 years sounds like a good, cheap way to own a child. Pretty much. But yeah, would you be the parent that enforces it? Sorry, Timmy, no birthday this year. Maybe in another 3. Mom, everyone else has a birthday every year. What's wrong with me? Well, you had to be born on February 29th. Good job. Next time, just wait a little longer or show up sooner. What do you mean next time? Reincarnation, kid. I noticed things definitely are getting worse because I was playing Call of Duty yesterday and I was in the lobby with a person whose gamer tag was, we're all doomed when that happens. Gamer tag was? I don't know what that is. The word was bleeped. Yeah. Everyone, but here's the thing. Perspective, chat. All right, here's the thing. Oh, we got an ad break coming up in about a minute. So let me get this out of the way. All right, here's the thing. The world has always been terrible all the time. Every couple of years, everyone thinks it's going to be the end of the world. Everybody, if for anybody here who's like 50 and up, you guys have lived through probably numerous predicted apocalypses, And God, if you're like 90, 100, you've probably lived through just so much weird crap. You're like, this is the end of the world. This is the end. We're all going to be doomed. No, it never happens. You know, things do go crazy and sideways here and there every once in a while, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, we've been living in the end times for our entire existence on this planet. Every generation thinks their generation is in the end times all the time. Every generation. The hippies, the people in the 80s, the people in the 90s, the aughts, now. Dude, every decade there's a calamity. The world is ending. According to theological text, you know, interpreted by some guy in a basement who doesn't know what the hell is happening. Yeah. They just have enough viewers to convince
I bet
people.
since we have been finding out the bad things about big companies, they are using psychological tricks to make us fight amongst ourselves instead of focusing on them enough to actually make them change or actually pay for their actions.
Meh. Well, that's society for you. Society's very inactive, et cetera, and it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Nothing matters. Enjoy your life. You kind of have to. You only get one. Don't ruin it by lamenting about how bad it is. And if it is bad, make steps to improvement. You know? Hey, at least that's what we're trying to do. Dude, our whole existence has been janked up for quite some time. Thanks, YouTube. Yeah, and also we're trying to make like just efforts to make it a little bit better here and there, you know, and hopefully we can make it a little bit better for everybody else too, you know. So it's like, I can only deal with the stuff that's within my control. If it's out of my control, well then whatever, you know, can't deal with it. That was the good thing about the Scott Pilgrim series. It reminded me of that song, United States of Whatever. If you've never heard it, look it up. It's kind of fun. Yeah, whatever. Honestly, the best voice actor in that whole cast was Chris Evans. No joke. He had such a good voice in that. Reincarnation says I get more lives. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, Pum'Kin Guy, what's up? Hey, Doom Fan, what's up? How's it going? We got an ad coming up. It's going to slap us in the face any second now. I sure hope next year is better. 6 months ago, my trade park shut down and I'm facing an eviction. I have to move to the double wide out of the newly purchased property. This whole thing surely won't put us in debt. God, why? Who closes down a park like that? That's ridiculous. They did sound a bit bored voice acting. Yeah, that was weird. Like, I was watching Scott Pilgrim series, and I'm like, God, Chris Evans is the only one that's really bringing it, you know? And, you know, it's not to say that the other ones were terrible. The one that did Knives, Chow, was pretty decent. But, God, everyone else, I was just kind of like, it's all right. I mean, I'm glad they got him on board for consistency, but meh. United States of Whatever. That sounds like a perfect country. Yeah. It's a fun song. It's a fun song. I miss songs like that are just weird and bombastic, and I'm like, God, that's pretty good. I forgot about that. Let's do more coffee. We have the possibilities. Aubrey Plaza. That's all right. No, Aubrey Plaza did pretty good for their character. But still, Chris Evans. Oh, Brie Larson's the one that did the Envy Adams character. They were spot on with their voice. Like, it was like a 1-to-1 for the movie. They just like went right back into that character, and it worked really well. Same thing with Chris Evans. So I'd say that Brie Larson, Chris Evans, Aubrey Plaza was pretty decent. Assuming that was her. I think it was her, right? But, you know, the other ones I was just kind of like, yeah, they're there. They're doing their thing. I think Michael Cera did a good job in the animated series coming from someone who isn't a fan of casting choice and live action. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, they just had to say some words. I don't know how difficult it is to voice acting because I just come out here and do my thing. So, I don't know. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, that was my knuckle. I heard that. Oh. All right, I'll reduce the swelling with coffee. I'm just waiting for that ad to start rolling. Come on. Yeah. the Mayan calendar, the day after tomorrow. Dude, the world is ending according to the Mayan calendar. Didn't we just get an ad? Yeah, like 35 minutes ago. I think they do them like every half hour for some reason. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, that was the other thing. End of the world, Mayan calendar. Like when it didn't happen in 2012, as predicted, you know, a lot of the writers and doomsayers, you know, changed it to be 2018, and then it didn't happen. So they just, well, we've reanalyzed it, and now it's like, what, 2028 or something? Whatever. whatever it makes, whatever sells more books, I guess. Yeah. Apparently the bot doesn't like the word idiot. Really? I remember they said leap years threw off the calendar. Yeah, the leap years, man. Yeah. The leap years threw off the calendar the Mayan, you know, prediction of the end of the world. So now it's going to be 2018. I mean, 2028. I mean, 2035. I mean, you know, during the Olympics of 2067. Buy my book. I feel like all the end timers are that like weird little critic standee going, buy my book. Buy my book. Yeah, from the old series. And I'm just like, guys, you can only live in fear of the end times forever. Here's the thing about the end times. If the end times happen, would you want to be living in it? Would you want to be that survivor that's got to creep out of their shelter in a radioactive wasteland filled with just giant monsters trying to eat you every 5 seconds? No. Whatever. If there's the end times, I end with it. All right? Let's go. There you go, Astral Zatora later. Try to have a good holiday. Eat something fun. Pretty sure the world will end before we get an animated lore Olympus show. Maybe. Odd, why did it let yours through? My sentence wasn't bad. I have no idea. That's weird. I don't know. Well, I did enjoy the Fallout series. Oh, yeah. When's that live action series coming out? The Fallout series? It's supposed to be like huge bigness. All right. Will I get superpowers from radiation? No. I asked my doctor that, and they're like, no. There's a live action Fallout. They're working on it. I don't know when it's coming out, though. I think there's a trailer for it somewhere. There's also, Cavill's also working on a Warhammer series. And I think that's for Amazon. People calling for the end times are just people who want to die or be done with the world as is. Weird death culty stuff. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of cults, you know? I could deal with a card cult because you're just getting little fun cards with, you know, character info on it. But, yeah, that's about it. Are we getting a new D&D show? I don't know. I think there was rumors of that, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I don't know that we need that, but hopefully, maybe. Nintendo also doing a Zelda movie, too. Going to be fun 2024. See, there you go. It's not the end of the world because we're getting a Zelda movie. It will be the end of the world if Chris Pratt has to play Zelda. Then I'm checking out, honestly. I will give up all hope on media and the arts if Chris Pratt is cast as Zelda. Not Zelda, Link. I will be so upset and just dismayed at the entirety of the existence of everybody. Dude, they already got him playing Garfield. And I'm like, dude, this is just not, no. And I got nothing against Chris Pratt. He did fine in Super Mario Brothers, but Garfield's not even close. Like, to me, it sounds like Ryan Reynolds trying to do Garfield, but just gave up and just did Ryan Reynolds. You know, that's what it sounds like to me. Hey, I'm Garfield. I'm going to be doing this thing. I'm going to sound a little bit like Ryan Reynolds, but whatever. I mean, I'll just do Ryan Reynolds, right? Because that's me. That's what it sounds like to me. Just like, get the hell out of here. Like I saw the trailer for that, and I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, him voicing Garfield is a curse upon the earth. Yeah. Dude, that's like getting Keith David to do the voice for Foamy. You know, it's such a miscast kind of thing. You know? And then they threw Samuel L. Jackson in there for some reason. Yeah, they'll put Samuel L. Jackson in there. What? Ryan Reynolds just does Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, but Tom Cruise just does Tom Cruise. Doesn't make it okay in every instance. You know? But what's the point of being an actor if you're not acting? Then you just show up and do your thing, and people are like, yay. What happened to Heathcliff? I don't think they're making a Heathcliff movie.
We are getting another Critical Role show based on their second campaign called The Mighty Nine.
Am I interested in that? Is that fun? I didn't even see the first Critical Role thing because I was just like, meh. That's generally not my thing because I'm just like, I'm so backlogged with everything. I can't even add new stuff. I can't even add new stuff to my repertoire of watching. I didn't even see Comey Can't Communicate the second season. I also didn't see the live-action Netflix Kimi ni Todoki.
Go!
Yeah.
I love stealing.
Yeah.
I love taking things.
I do. Those are my fondest memories. Stealing. Oh, good. Thank you. It's like Garfield movie just employed MCU characters, right? You got Robert Downey Jr. to play John Arbuckle. Oh, God. Chris Evans is the voice of Odie. Like, what the hell? Every artist is co-producing Link movies, going to bully directors to put Venom in that movie. We're going to put Venom in it, dude. Probably easier to hire MCU actors for a small project like that since they can't even travel. I remember they had to do a few episodes of Parks and Recs, in London since Pratt was stuck filming there. Oh, God. Really? That's ridiculous. Oh, sorry, I'm stuck in London. We're going to have to do the show here. Get the hell out of here. Get on a plane and get over here, Chris. The hell. And again, you know, Chris Pratt, decent actor for what they do, but I feel like it's a miscast for Garfield. They're just like, well, people know their name. Let's keep putting them in everything. It's the overexposure thing. I don't know why it's so difficult to get a voice actor to do the Lorenzo Music voice for Garfield. Like, the guy had such a unique voice, and I'm like, why is there not another one like that? Hey, but speaking of voice actors, what's his name? The guy who does Optimus Prime voice, what's his name? Peter Cullen? They're getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. That's nice. Lifetime Achievement Award. Rollout. That guy. Yeah. Sorry to say this, but stop giving VA work to big-name actors. Yeah, I know. They already got millions of dollars. You know, maybe give it to some unknown YouTubers or TikTokers that can actually do a multitude of voices and have a unique presence. You know, as opposed to like, here's Chris Pratt. What, I just want the name recognition, you know? So it's like, ooh, Chris Pratt's in it? We're going to go see it. You know, if you say, you know, Bob blah, blah, blah is doing a voice for Garfield, people are like, who? No, man, you don't understand. They were on TikTok. A what? I don't understand. Voice actors have stagnated because no one wants to deal with Hollywood crap. Well, I think that's all they're doing. It's just like getting Hollywood actors to say, do the voice. We're going to put your name on it. Do the voice. Yeah, but I'm not really a voice actor. Doesn't matter. Your name's on it. People will show up for your name. Ron Swanson would have been a better choice. Pum'Kin Guy, do Garfield. I can't do Garfield voice. If I could do Garfield voice, I would be like, dude, hire me. Yeah. He had such a good voice, though. It's like very deep and just me. I can do very few pre-done voices. You know, like Yoda, Kermit the Frog, that kind of thing. Like Kermit the Frog is kind of easy, but, you know. Yoda's even easier. Raspy you must be. You know, that kind of thing. But other than that, I'm not like some Mel Blanc, you know, person of 1,000 voices. Person of 1,000 voices. What? Yay for Peter getting his Lifetime Achievement Award. Yeah. See, they even... Hey, Steve, get out of here. Bro, you're messing up my stream. Bro, you're in my eye. Yeah. Just, yeah. Seal that back up. God, this guy takes forever to get the hell out of here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. You have to live in certain areas. Living in California is impossible on a new voice actor budget. You don't have to live anywhere. You can live on the moon just as long as you have a good internet connection and your own recording stuff. Just send them audio samples. You Zoom those director meetings. I need more intensity. Oh, sorry, I have to be in person for you to say that. It's ridiculous. It definitely stifles any kind of creative anything going on. Because it's just like, we got to work with them in person. Get the hell out of here. Nobody does that anymore. 2023, bro. He just tunnels into your streams. How rude. I know, right, man? Well, at least he fixed up the mess. He just busted right through the whatever food is back there. I do it has too many old school rules that they won't change. Well, maybe they should. I don't know, dude. It's like, unless you evolve, you're going to be stuck in these little old school, rules and regulations. And before you know it, it's like everyone passes you by and you're like, well, how come TikTokers are making more money than our new Marvel Cinematic Universe film? And it's kind of because you didn't keep up with the times, dude. Gabriel Iglesias voice Speedy Gonzalez from his couch. There you go. Bump, bump. I don't know. It is what it is. Meh. I haven't cared about Marvel since Endgame Part 2. Yeah, that was kind of just a good thing. And then you could just kind of round it out with Spider-Man, what was it, Far From Home? That was good. That was good closure for the Marvel Cinematic Universe for that Endgame series. And they should have just left it that way. But, here we go. Who does Beavis and Butthead? That's Mike Judge. He's pretty good. He also does a lot of the King of the Hill voices. Like, damn it, Bobby. That guy. Like, despite digital media storage and capabilities, still require a person who has to view the footage first before the director can do what for day shots? What, the dailies? That doesn't make any sense. The director gets to see the dailies. Oh, they got to process it through somebody else first? Get out of here. It's just weird. It's different times. So, again, that's like one of those things. It's frustrating as it is. I try to put that in the, it's out of my hands kind of compartment of my brain and just be like, ugh. No, because I don't know about the rest of you here, but it's like, there's certain topics I just internalize, and I'm just like, why am I internalizing this? Yeah. Dude, you know how angry I get when I hear bad music? I take it as a personal offense, and I'm just like, why do I care? Just turn it off. Markiplier talked about it after finishing his movie. Oh. Well, I'm glad they had the budget for a movie. Marky. Did it. All right, so who's doing what? Because we're going to wrap this up. I'm not going to push myself physically because I'm still mending up. But I will say it took, God, what is today's date? 22nd? Somebody do the math from November 4th to today. What is that math? That's math. Probably would have done faster and better if you didn't have to follow those old school rules. 18 days. Okay, there you go. So it's been 18 days since we've been really able to get up and walk around. Yeah, believe it or not. Because we basically busted up something that we don't know what it is yet, but we're working on. So yeah, I'm not going to push myself because we're still healing up. It's usually about 3 weeks for us when we mess up something like on this level. Go.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
We shall try. We'll see. So yeah, we still got to do a bunch of stuff today, and we might stream tomorrow. It kind of depends because we got like relatives coming over. So we're gonna have to talk to them, and depending on when people want to get the hell out, then it's gonna be like, all right, maybe we can do a late stream or something like that, or maybe we won't be able to, depending. Because you always got that one relative who's like, hey man, I haven't seen you for years. No need for me to leave. Like, I've been here for 15 hours, bro. It's not even Thanksgiving anymore. So we'll see. But as usual. Who's streaming now? Who's streaming? Oh, you're starting up? All right. Yeah, we can raid Adam. All right, you get ready. You get going. I'm gonna raid Adam. Bum bum bum. Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving, Pumpkin Guy,
There you
J.i.M
go.
in chat.
Thank you.
Have a peaceful Thanksgiving.
Peaceful. Well, it depends on who shows up. Yeah, am I right? I know peaceful Thanksgiving is really guest dependent. Now, because hey, that's the thing. Hey, your job, if you're doing a Thanksgiving thing anywhere, don't be that person that's got to get into an argument, all right? Just let everybody else talk and complain if they need to, but you could either be a mediator or just stuff your face with food and be like, well, I don't know, I'm enjoying the food here. Here. You know? There's no sense in making a holiday that shouldn't be stressful. So there you go. I don't know. Try to have a good holiday, do all that other fun stuff. Adam is going to be streaming. Oh.
Good vibes, Pumpkin Guy. Have some good food. Jim smiles.
Hopefully. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. You.
Thanks for the stream, PG. Hope you have a great rest of the week and Thanksgiving. See
Yeah.
you Sunday. Jim
Enjoy-
Love.
Enjoy your weekends. It's like 2 weekends in a row. Enjoy it. Do something fun. I don't know. Read some books. I don't know. Watch some shows. There you go. Yeah. So everybody, I don't know. Try to enjoy the holiday. I don't know. Don't make it more difficult than it needs to be. Don't worry about what's going on in the world. It's not going to change tomorrow anyway. So just enjoy the stuffing. That kind of thing. And where is it? Where's my outro? Bump, 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 bump. There you go. All right, so we're going to continue our recovery and do all that other fun stuff. Next Foamy cartoon comes out November 30th, so that will be a thing. We might stream tomorrow, depending on what I just said. So we'll see what happens. You know, of course, Dawn wishes everybody a merry everything, because that's what you do. And everybody enjoy the Thanksgiving. Even if you're not in the States, I don't care. You can go get yourself a turkey leg. You can throw potatoes at somebody. Make sure they're mashed, though. Real potatoes hurt. Ever get hit by a potato? Oof. Leaves a bruise. All right, so everybody, enjoy everything. We're going to raid Adam because they're doing a stream. If you're bored on Thanksgiving, people are streaming, so you don't have to be alone on a holiday. Let's go.
This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang.